Hello, fellow homebrewers. JP here, and I want to introduce to you the brand new Brewbuilt X1 Conical Series available at More Beer. More Beer sells the highest standard in homebrewing equipment, and the Brewbuilt Conicals are just that. They're made from mirror-polished 304 stainless steel, and they come with loads of features that you and I have been looking for. They have a full 2-inch bottom dump valve, which will eliminate your clogging issues, while the sturdy base includes 4 reinforced legs, just like those big Pro tanks do. More Beer also carries the Brewbuilt line of options and add-ons like casters, pressure kits, and even external glycol chillers. So you can find out more about the new Brewbuilt X1 Conical Unitanks by going over to morebeer.com for detailed videos on the entire line of Brewbuilt Conicals. You can trust Brewbuilt with your next fermentation, and you can trust More Beer to find the right conical for you. Brewbuilt at morebeer.com.
By popular vote from the Northwest Brewing News, HopTech has been voted the best homebrew shop in Northern California. Serving homebrewers for nearly 30 years in Dublin, California, HopTech carries more than 40 different kinds of hops and more than 60 different grains. Malt extract, spices and sugars, hop oils and extracts. Open every day except Wednesday, or shop online anytime at hoptech.com or call 1-800-DRY-HOPS, 1-800-379-4677. With in-store classes almost every Saturday, huge selection and a dedicated commitment to their customers, HopTech is one of the longest running and passionate homebrew stores, period. And now, by popular vote, the best homebrew shop in Northern California. And don't forget their 15% military discount. HopTech. Visit today at hoptech.com.
When you hear Blickman Engineering, think innovation, passion, quality, and customer service. Blickman gear is designed by brewers to give you a sense of pride in your equipment. At Blickman, they know what makes brewing a pain and build gear that makes it fun. Like the intuitive beer gun, a completely different approach to filling bottles. The Therminator Wort Chiller, a new take on a plate chiller that's sized for flow, performance, and the high groundwater temps homebrewers face every day. The Brewmometer, a brilliant weldless thermometer design with brewing parameters right on the dial. The Autosparge, ultimate simplicity for preventing an overflow or running your mash tun dry. And much more, like the modular top-tier brewing stand, conical fermenters, and their Boilermaker brew pots. With more cutting-edge equipment coming soon, keep up with the latest from Blickman at blickmanengineering.com and stay on the cutting edge.
Mix me your 100-grain amber recipe, and I'm going to eat it. And then it can ferment in my gut. It totally works. The beer is almost identical to the grain sandwich.
Your colon won't know what hit it.
The home of live beer radio.
TheBrewingNetwork.com.
Because like beer,
Radio shouldn't suck. You're listening to The
Session.
Hey, everybody. These are the Brewing Network's announcements for January 8th, 2012. Hop Barley and the Ailers Homebrew Club of Boulder, Colorado invites you to participate in their 23rd annual Dread Hop Homebrew Competition taking place on February 25th. It's open to all BJCP styles of beer, mead, and cider. Upslope Brewing will brew their 2012 GABF Pro-Am competition entry from the Best of Show round entries, giving the winning homebrewer a chance to collaborate with one of Boulder's best breweries and have their beer served at the Upslope Tap Room. They're looking for entries, judges, and volunteers. There's great prizes for winners, and the entries will be capped at 400, so get yours in. Check out their website at hopbarley.org for all the details. Next up, I wanted to let you guys know about an ongoing pledge drive involving what looks to be a compelling documentary about the late, great Michael Jackson. The producers are trying to raise the money needed to finish the film in post-production and are using the online fundraising platform Kickstarter.com to attempt this. I think they need to have all the money raised by the end of the month, so please help them out if you are at all able. Besides getting to call yourself a film producer and possibly getting laid at parties, you'll also get to be a part of a great project that will help keep the memory of Mr. Jackson and everything he has done for beer across the globe alive. It's pretty cool. Go check out the preview at beerhunterthemovie.com. And finally for this week, what would you do or trade for a year's supply of beer? Would you tattoo a giant red Bronco on your back or fork over your precious taxidermy water buffalo? prove it in Montana next month, as Great Northern Brewing's Black Star Beer Barter is back for 2012, and you can win a trip to Whitefish to compete head-to-head for a year's supply of Black Star beer. Just enter a photo or video of what you do or trade for your supply and get a lot of votes, and they'll fly you out. The barter will take place on February 4th, and if the judges choose you as the ultimate barterer, you'll be walking away with 365 days of liquid gold. Enter the contest at tinyurl.com/beer barter. That's it for this week. Please send your announcements to scott@thebrewingnetwork.com for a spot in this segment, and until next time, this is Scott the Jew saying l'chaim.
888-401-BEER.
This is The Session.
Welcome back to The Session, everybody. Special thanks once again to Jen Talley, our guest today from Red Hook, who I love her. I love her. I think she's great.
She's awesome. Laid back.
She's fun. She's got a good attitude. She's an amazing brewer, and it's always a pleasure to get to talk with her. So I am stoked that was our first guest of the year. So thanks to Jen Talley from Red Hook and formerly of Squatters fame. That was a good interview. And audio wasn't perfect, but that's the story of my fucking life. The day the audio is perfect in here, maybe I'll quit because I won't feel challenged. I won't feel like I have to fix something.
That's when we really jump the shark.
For the rest of the week. That's driving me nuts. It sounded like I don't know if you can tell, but like there's this like squeaking in the background, and all I could picture in my head, it sounds like a horror movie. I just see this this dead child, like this zombie child on a swing, like swinging back and forth, staring at me.
1, 2, Freddy's coming
Yes.
for you. 3, 4.
About halfway through the interview, Justin made a pushing motion with his hands, and everyone in the room knew what he was doing.
Yes, and I'm trying to conduct an interview with this fabulous brewer, and all I can see is this dead kid staring at me on a swing.
Well, the hell with Skype.
And you wonder why we beg for money every week. We have to fix these awful things so that you guys don't have to drive in your cars listening to that.
We have to buy Skype and solve its problems.
Yes.
That's why we love dragging the brewers into the studio when we can.
Right
here.
I also kept picturing like different weapons sticking out of the kid.
Blood was dripping.
It just got worse as the interview went on. I'm like, and now there's a bayonet sticking out of its side.
What color was the kid?
The kid was white.
No, I mean like I meant racist.
The kid
No
was
leading
white.
question.
I meant like in what level of decomposition? Is it gray? Is it
That's sure.
I
That's
see.
what
I'm
you
just
meant.
being honest. It was a white kid, and it was very pale. It was a very pale white kid, and it was a girl with short hair,
blonde hair?
It looked a lot like The Orphan. You seen that movie, The Orphan? It looked like that kid. It was all dead and just dead.
Speaking of movies, I watched The Road. Wow, that was a wrist slitter.
I told
that was horrible.
you.
I knew I shouldn't have watched it.
God damn it! It's good though, isn't it?
It was really good,
but.
It was good in a really depressing way. I was like, Nicole, here's a great Christmas movie. Let's watch this one.
Did you watch it on Christmas?
No. It was like 2 days. It was like 2 days after.
But now tell me, it's bad because of how realistic it is, right? Because we will do that to each other.
Yeah, and the worst part is you don't know you don't know how they got there. They don't tell you.
Right.
That's not part of the story at all.
No, they leave that to you.
Yeah.
And
it bugs you the whole time. You're like, why did that happen?
It does, but to me, it also makes it more realistic because you can't sit around going, well, that wouldn't happen.
Exactly.
Instead, you just go, think of all the things that could make it happen.
And if there was an event like that, well, you can't exactly log on to Twitter and find out what the hell happened.
Correct.
You're
because
stuck.
It's over, JP.
You're done.
What?
Twitter is gone. You can't communicate with anybody anymore.
Right now?
You don't even know what to do. You'll just be walking around not speaking to people because there's no more Twitter.
Walking around where? His living room?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's how he communicates with Taryn now, too. At Taryn House.
Hashtag clean the room.
I need a blowjob.
Can you do some
What's
laundry?
for dinner?
Hashtag clean your room.
All right. Well, listen, it's time for the moment that we've all been waiting for.
End of the show?
My favorite
feedback
moment of the year. Where's Doc, anyway? Did he already pass out somewhere?
He's outside talking to Taryn.
There's 3 chicks in the... Wait, Taryn? Are we doing
Doc out with all the broads?
Yeah.
Are we doing feedback right now? What are you doing?
No, I wasn't going to. I was going to go right into
We got to do feedback before we forget about it.
If you play the banjo music, he'll show up.
All right, that's what I'm going to do.
We have 2 weeks worth of feedback to get through.
Hey, Doc, you want to show up for work tonight or what?
Oh, only if I want to get paid.
Oh, wait.
You're just hanging out with...
In other words, I'll be in the living room.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
The only reason we're here.
You just hanging out with all the broads?
Yeah, pretty much. And actually, they're going, Doc, get in there.
See, yeah, even they know, because they know that I will come out and yell at them for you. Like, I won't yell at you, but I'll be like, Alexa,
Drew?
Listen, broads.
Listen, here's how it works. You don't distract Doc with your vagina out here. You send him back into the studio.
You put that away.
Put that
make
thing
it work
away.
for no money. And
She's like, I just said hello to the guy. I know. To me, that's vagina.
That's all it takes.
Trying to run a business here.
Trying to run a business.
You're clearly not a guy.
I don't need you slutting it up around here, talking to Doc all night.
Walking around
with your
vagina.
Yeah. You and your boobs and your hair.
They had cheap white wine, and they were already halfway into it. I thought, I might as well stay here.
Tired of you walking around with estrogen all night.
Yeah. You and your 2 eyes and your 10 fingers and shit. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Hey, and they have all their teeth.
All right.
Oh my God!
You've got mail.
Kick ass.
Feedback's brought to you today by Brewmasters Warehouse. You can go to brewmasterswarehouse.com, and of course you can check out the Brew Builder software, and basically as you shop for your brewing ingredients or shop, like, build your recipe, it puts them in your cart. Also, I just love the guy. Ed over there at Brewmasters Warehouse is a nice dude. He's very good to us, and I've heard nothing but good things about their customer service. So go check him out. And he is a tiny company like we started that when he first started advertising with us, he was running it basically out of his house. Yeah. And then they moved into a building, and they're really growing up. And so it's one of these good American
business
success stories that we've really helped them do, and they've helped us grow. So go check out Brewmasters Warehouse and tell them that you love them and buy something, because he's living the dream just like you want to. Do the beer thing for your living. Ed went out and did it, and he's living the dream and trying to make it happen. So help him out, because he's helping us. All right. Let's get to the feedback. What up, my networks? To commemorate my first opportunity to listen to the Sunday session live, I decided to finally stop being a freeloading download occupier and sign up as a recurring donor. Been listening for almost a year now. My homebrew has been proof that you asshats do occasionally talk about brewing and know a few things about it. Keep up the good work from Half Monk in the chat. So, well, there you go. I like that now our listeners are occupiers if they're not donating. I don't actually feel that way. If you can't afford to donate, don't worry about it. That's why the show's free. But it might become a good joke that we call you occupiers. You're BN occupiers.
Don't be the 99%.
You're just sitting on the stream, man.
Yeah.
Bitching about the weight things. Oh, don't be the 99%.
If the BN makes a profit, man, they're just part of the... they're the man.
We become the man. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, we've all changed.
They're going to occupy the next BNA party that we have.
Right.
Pitch at 10 City.
I can't afford that. It's expensive.
Occupier. I would like that. You know what would happen? Yeah. If people occupied out front one of our festivals, I can guarantee you, I would bet what would happen on it. Tasty would go around feeding them his homebrew.
Exactly.
That's his thing. Like, he'd be like, hey, don't worry, I got your back.
I'd be chopping it up with him, and pretty soon, that'd be
He'd be carrying around his little Scotty of Janet's Brown and feeding the
masses.
That's right.
Man, I can't afford that much money. Spend it on my REI tint.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah. All right. Juice writes in, what up, my networks?
Whoa!
Is it just me, or did your celiac guest sound exactly like the Vinny puppet?
I think it was just you. Oh, wow.
Did he?
I don't think so. I think it's just Juice. Actually, that's not true. That is literally that was the second email in
really?
feedback that I got saying the same exact thing.
Isn't the Vinny puppet like my voice? Wasn't it like, oh, hey,
yeah. It was that.
I'm just trying to get you to the stove.
So there was not only that, not only the fact that he had sort of a high, soft voice, but also his name was Aaron, spelled E-R-I-N.
Right.
What the fuck is that?
Really?
If Doc was here, he would have hit on him.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude, though.
He was cool.
He has celiac. He has to drink white wine, too. It's okay.
Cheap white wine.
With 2 ice cubes.
You know, if you look at the BN forum thread for nominations for this year's BNAs, Aaron actually got nominated for Guest of the Year.
Did he really?
Nice. People really like the celiac show.
He was rad.
Yeah. All right, says, also, I was wondering if you were planning to rehash some old show topics about homebrewing, like water chemistry, yeast propagation, etc. This hobby has continued to grow every year, resulting in a lot of new brewers out there. So you could see by visiting any homebrewing forum, there are a lot of bad practices and general ignorance of correct processes out there. So keep up the good work. From Juice, P.S. Suck at Schumann.
That's ignorant. That's just ignorant.
So
ignorant.
I think we could rehash like the water show if we had a lot of questions. Kind of it gets confusing a lot, and
Yeah.
I don't want to have to redo the whole water show because people can go back and listen to that.
But new techniques or something.
Or just misunderstandings of clarifications. How can I get from here to here?
Right.
I've got the background because a lot of it you got to teach the background first.
Well, are there new techniques that have come out since the last time you guys talked about it?
No,
Not really.
it's more of it's a big topic. And
Let me tell you this,
we blast you, and it's like, okay, I'm doing half this. Am I doing this right? And that's the question.
But think of it this way. If we're not allowed to redo topics, all of the magazines,
that?
all of the beer magazines would have gone out of business 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm not shitting on them. I don't mean it that way. What I mean is you kind of revisit these things because new people join the hobby, new listeners join the BN. And so it's okay even, I think, if I'm not saying we need to rehash the water chemistry show, but things like yeast propagation, some of the basics of moving from extract to all grain, we could easily, even if it's covering some of the same material, go back to do it, because if we feel like we can't do that, we're just putting ourselves out of business anyway.
But in our specific case, unlike a magazine where you don't just order a back issue
can go back and
willy-nilly,
get it,
you do just download a back episode of this show.
But we are better at what we do now. And so there might be some old listeners who would recommend our new, say, Extract to All Grain show over our old Extract to All Grain show. Although not likely, because we tend to just get drunk nowadays.
That's true.
Fucking not do a good job.
Doing shit.
Whereas back then I was really serious about it.
And you were
I
excited.
meant it.
Yeah, like you didn't know anything back then.
Yeah, now I'm like, so here's what you do. You stop buying extract. You start buying grain.
And that's it.
Anyway, is the round table here yet?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, back then the only person that was allowed to get drunk was Doc.
Right. Now we're like, fuck it, I'm drunk already.
Hey, I realized something this week. This is sort of a new topic, but how there's so many BN listeners that are now like professional brewers.
Yeah.
We've had like a graduating class.
I almost did a BN gone pro category, but we just weren't quite there.
Well,
yet.
we did a whole show on it this year.
That's true. We did do a show.
Oh, half a show.
Yeah, half a show, Moscow.
2/3 of a show.
Get it right.
Rabble.
Wow. But we have a lot of new listeners, too, so repeating topics, I mean, unless they're,
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Yeah. So I do have a feeling that the second half of 2012 might be a rehash some of these basic brewing techniques, because we haven't done it in a long time. Let's face it, it's been like 5 or 6 years.
Well, and I've learned new things since then, so I can share.
I've changed my stuff.
Things.
Yeah, it'll be fun, and people will really dig it, too.
We got new staffers. We got Nate here. He doesn't do anything
throw my
else.
2 cents in, just sitting in the corner.
I'm willing to throw more into it because I'm getting paid more now.
That's right. That's right. You're getting tipped now.
Oh. Do we take Doc's tips away if he refuses to get right up on his mic?
Yes.
Yeah.
After 7 years, Doc still doesn't know how to use a microphone.
It's not my mic. I'm in the wrong place, you bitches.
Well, that depends on how you look at it.
This is his protest for Nate
better
taking
for
over
you?
his...
Yes. All right, Rod writes in, the dude on the right now just said retard.
What?
Is that right or all right?
He was listening to some show, and one of us, probably Tasty...
Let me just read it as it is, and then explain it, because it's weird.
Okay, do it.
I'm just going to read the email that was sent.
All right.
The dude on right now just said retard, period. Sort of like saying nigger on the radio, period. Nice and insulting to people with handicapped children, period. Rod.
Wow.
Is Rod retarded?
Nobody's name's Rod.
Probably is, which probably explains why he has retarded children.
So is he saying that who's the dude on the right?
He's saying the dude on right now. So what I think he was listening to a show. I'm thinking it's Tasty because he obviously drops the retarded word all the time.
No,
right?
Tasty usually says Mongo.
No, I say retarded more than anybody.
No, I know, right?
I may have said it, but
probably no. I was just kidding, Tasty, because I don't think it was you at all.
Right.
That was, and he obviously got offended enough to pull up his email and fire off a really hastily written
fire off 3
words.
sirs.
Yeah.
I'm going to write you a very stern letter.
Yeah.
Don't call your kid tard. We're all good.
Terrence.
Now, Terrence, is me saying because this person writing it is saying that me saying retard on the radio is the same as saying nigger on the radio, which, by the way, I've also said nigger on the radio. I just wanted to point
you
out.
didn't. You've never said that.
I actually think that's kind of retarded. No, it's not. It's not the same at all. It isn't.
So now, okay. So I'm insulting handicapped children.
I guess what we have.
I'm not insulting handicapped children because those are handicapped children.
Right, well, you're not insulting children.
Hey,
First of all,
retards.
right? Well, I think we need to get a black retarded person in, because then they will truly know both sides, right?
See if we can offend him.
Right.
A nigtard?
Because clearly...
Whoa.
Wow.
Moscow's cut off.
Moscow's on fire over here.
Listen.
Now, let's put him out.
Clearly he hasn't listened for very long. Because what we do is we make friends with somebody in the group that we're trying... that we're racist towards.
Right.
So,
and then once we make friends with them, it's not racist.
So who's your
for example,
friend?
That's why we brought in Terrence. And it's also why we brought in... Susie Q.
Let's just
as the retard group.
Come on.
Hey!
That's Sam. I'm kidding.
I thought that was Sam, yeah.
That's it. Susie Q is the woman group. Is that right?
I thought it was the Asian
The
group.
woman group.
I heard JP doesn't have Asian friends.
Do I have Asian friends?
He doesn't have a single Asian friend.
Let me think about
he never makes...
I do have an Asian friend. I do have an Asian
It's okay,
friend.
I don't have Asian friends either.
Your cats don't count, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Siamese cats?
There goes the Asian eyes.
I have 2 Asian friends.
Okay, well, there you go. So, see, we're covering... Anyway, listen, Rod. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say I'm right or wrong, because I really don't know. These things change all the time.
Yeah.
What I know is, using the word retard in the context that I use it in is funny. And that's all I think about. I think about what's funny. Now, I'm not going to say it's not offensive to you or to anybody else. It probably is, and maybe one day I'll have to pay for that.
When you have a kid.
In the meantime, because, and I think about that, Doc. I know that God will punish me. Yeah. I'm going to have a black retarded kid. Because I'm such an asshole toward these two groups of people. And so I'm just saying,
every recessive gene will come out in your sperm.
Yeah, and we can all come in here and laugh about it. You can all go, see, I fucking told you.
Yeah.
Should have stopped saying the N word and the R word. Nerd.
You know what my kid's name on Xbox now is?
No, I don't.
His gamer name?
Oh God, Doc, I don't know if I want to know this because you sometimes cross the line.
It's Tard Wrangler.
Tard Wrangler.
Perfect.
Now everyone's going to try to befriend your...
Now that I've made this better. Anyway, Rod, I'm just saying, I don't know what to tell you.
Now.
As soon as using the word retard stops being funny, I don't... And by the way, when I call somebody a retard, I'm not even saying that they have Down syndrome. I'm saying they act like a moron.
Yeah, they're undiagnosed.
Now, if you call your kid retard, then to me, that means you think your kid's a moron.
Right.
But I'm sure that you call the kid special or something else. So you shouldn't be offended by me calling somebody else a retard because you don't use the word retard for your kid.
No, that would be retarded.
You don't do that for your kid.
Well, and actually, to be honest with you...
That's just me drunk.
Yeah. The guy's name is Rod. That is offensive to people with small penises.
That's right. That's a good point.
Seriously, because I hear the word Rod and I'm like really...
inferior.
I feel really bad. Yeah, I'm just like, what's going on here, dude? Rod? I'm not going to call you Rod. Yeah, that's rude.
You're sticking it out there for the rest of it.
Yeah. What a dick.
Everybody, stop taking offense at everything, please.
Actually, in Justin's defense, he calls himself a retard.
I'm the biggest retard in the room.
Much more than he calls anybody else one.
Yeah. So, Rod, I do apologize if it offends you, but I'm not going to stop because it's funny, and I don't mean it that way. I mean, that's what it is.
I understand, I guess, but, relax a little bit.
All right. Anyway. And by the way, once I have a black retarded kid, then I'll probably be calling you Rod. I'll be like, Rod, listen, I'm sorry, buddy.
What do I do?
I'm really sorry. I'll be calling Terrence's parents.
No, I'm saying you're gonna go the other direction, and now I can really use those terms.
Because I own that.
That's right.
I got one. I can say it. I got one. That's
whatever
mine
I want.
Right there.
Yeah. How the fuck do we post to keep
And all they're
peace?
going to say is, oh, Dad.
All right, Terrence?
Oh, Dad. Oh, Dad.
Let's get to the real long one.
Is Dad the... Never. I can't.
Is this the point where Jen has tuned out and thrown her computer out the window?
I don't think she even tuned in.
Yeah.
I think she just called.
It's no longer being broadcast
This is the
through
point
the Red
where
Hook Brewery.
it just happens a lot. This is the point where we cut the first show of the year into 2 parts. Yes. It happens very often.
Yes.
Of course you do.
There's the Jen Tally part, and then there's the black retard part.
Jen got us drunk on her ESP. It's her fault.
Well, she's sessioned out.
Let's see, who's it? Andrew writes in, God, JP, could you send me a longer feedback?
Well, I don't know.
Hey, Heidi, Hody, Heedy, Ho. my brewing brothers and pisters. JP, what are you doing to me?
Bruthers. I don't know, man. Look, you know what? I had meant to edit this one down, and then I hit send, and I said, shit.
But even with the beginning, it's like everything I hate, and you know that.
Hey, just make JP read it.
He starts, and then he starts with this sentence. Let me tell you a story.
Uh-oh. You're welcome.
Jim,
you are welcome for that shit.
Crickets on.
Well, I figured it's been 2 weeks.
Can I read in fast mode? Late last year, let's say October, I discovered your podcast while looking for craft beer related.
The first
oral
episode I
entertainment.
listened to was about Anchor Brewing. They are apparently based in San Francisco.
At the time, I'd been brewing casually all extract with friends for a couple of years, trying to do my own brew days, marginal results, sticking around pretty much. Most beer I consumed was store-bought. After moving to a new house and making more room in my life for homebrewing, I brew... What am I, his therapist?
I'll tell you what, skip all the way just to the bulleted points. This is what he did in 2011.
I entered my first competition and placed with a silver medal for my pale ale.
All right. That's pretty good.
Now we're talking.
Brewed several sour ales with a variety of yeast that I plan to store for some time into the coming year.
There we go.
Very cool.
Wow.
Entered a second competition and received an honorable mention. Don't clap for that. For my pale ale with a score of 42.
That's just the first
Wait,
loser.
honorable mention with the 42?
That's a good score, though, isn't it?
That's
Clap for 42.
For his second comp ever? Come on.
Oh, just period of 42.
Became a certified beer server through Cicerone.org.
There we go.
Our good friends over at Cicerone.
Do we know those people?
I also managed to mitigate some bad habits. Lessen the degree of Jewish shrillness in which I said the word what? That's good.
It's not a cue to do
That was
it.
good, wasn't it?
Stopping myself from touching myself when I hear Tasty's voice. Oh, Tasty's got a fan.
Why would you want to stop yourself?
Boner fan.
And then he goes on to say, I don't want to type this shitty email anymore. So I'll just say thanks. I'm a corporal in the Army. Thanks. Happily supporting Justin's drinking living habit. Blah, blah, blah. Much love. With much lavibond.
Oh, wow. You must
Can
love
we
that.
stop trying to speak English with beer words?
Why? It doesn't make you hoppy when you read
It's so cute.
something?
Oh.
Damn it.
Okay.
I don't know why you have to get all sour on the subject.
Here's what...
Hey, I'm going to steal that Lovabond thing.
Justin.
I'm taking it.
I hate it. You're all like a bad Hallmark card.
He moves up to sergeant, and we move on.
I like that. All right.
He's now a sergeant.
I won't rant.
May all your days be well attenuated.
Don't read the
Don't read this next one?
Don't read the PS if you want. I don't know.
I'm not going to. No, I'm going to the next thing. I don't know who this is.
Basically,
but,
a lot of people are signing up on the forum and they're clicking the I'm under 13 and they fuck themselves.
Right.
So
Because you
stop
have to
doing
when
that.
you're 13.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get those emails all the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
make sure when you sign up for the forum that you click that you're over 13. That way you could,
And
be
I don't know what to do about it.
part of the community.
Yeah.
They
13's good.
They have to delete. They have to send us emails. We have to go and delete their account. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of things.
Don't
A lot
do
of
it.
Clicking.
Yeah.
Even if you're under 13, just click over.
Let me just scan through it. Do I need this other?
No, this
long
is a good one.
JP?
It's a good one.
Come
It's a good
on.
Just read it and
It's a
quit
good one.
bitching about it.
Hey, Brewcasters, this is Tim of Stony Creek, Tennessee.
Hi, Tim.
The knee pit of the Southeast. I just wanted to write in and say thanks for all you assholes do. I started brewing 2 years ago when I turned 21. And ask Justin to do the math for how old I am now. He's fucking 30. It's easy. Everything I have learned about brewing that was worth a damn was from reading books and listening to your shows. I entered a competition back in September at our first annual Kingsport Oktoberfest. It was a festival with commercials and homebrews up for tasting. Out of the 60 or so beers, I won Brewer's Choice and first place.
All right.
That was commercials, too? That was not good.
My prize was I got beer brewed at Wolf Hills Brewing Company in Abingdon, Virginia. I brewed the beer about 3 months ago. No bottles, only growlers and kegs. We'll try to bottle blah 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 blah. Things and such. Tell everyone at the BN that I appreciate what they do, and tell Jipper that he can suck a dick.
I can?
And now I see why you want these.
Hear that, Nate? You and I have a date.
All right, Jason writes in, good morning, BN. Been listening to the show for about 6 months now, and I've been working my way through the archives. I'm listening currently to January of 2009. I really started listening to the podcast when I had my eye surgery because I couldn't do anything. Jesus. And then the fucking earth cooled and the dinosaurs died and the... Jesus. I got my wife to listen. I've decided to kick off the New Year's right for all of us and start my... Oh, recurring donation.
There we go.
Thank you.
That's why I put that in there.
Thanks, buddy.
You said Merry Christmas and Happy New Year on that one?
Tim writes in, hey, fucksticks, just kidding. I started listening to your show. Oh, Jesus. Do you have to read this one too?
Only if it says something about Doc.
I decided to go back to brewing. Blah blah blah. You're a guy. I'm a dude. Suck at JP from Tim. All right.
Basically, he's listening to everything. He's listening all the way back because he loves our current show so much. He wants to go through the archives.
All right, thank you, Tim. All right, Troy at UK writes in, "Hey, what's better for the BN? A one-time donation for $24 or joining as a private at $2 a month?" I asked because of the PayPal charges incurred. I've listened to some of the archives and realized, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, Troy, that's a good question. You know, I think of this two ways. If you sign up for $2 a month, you get entered into the More Beer donation giveaway.
That's true. That's a good point.
However, if you're in the UK, that might be difficult because of the shipping charges. I don't know if how the gift certificate thing works with shipping.
It's just straight up whatever.
It's like real money.
It takes it off. Oh no, I don't think it does because
No.
shipping
Money
is
goes
calculated after the invoice. So,
That's right.
yeah.
So I think you have to pay for your own shipping. So while you will get $100, you could potentially get $100 in brewing goods.
For
you'll still have to pay for the
or whatever.
shipping to the UK
and the import.
So
tax.
in your case, it's probably better to do the $24 a month, which is also better in my case because you're right about the PayPal fees. If you do the 24. They just charge me like one time for the fees.
Just move to California.
See, but I would say the $2 a month because he just wants to do 24 up front because most people will just forget about it. So he'll just forget about it, and in like 5 years, we'll have milked him for like $300.
It's true, but if you're in the United States and you do a one-time 24 donation, we don't include you in the raffle, and it's not because we don't want to. It's just because the way it works. We search the people that are recurring. And those are the names that get entered.
Right.
So if you live in the U.S., do the $2 a month, even though we get less money.
Just
you'll
do
get more
both.
out of it.
Done.
Just do both. Right. Okay. Everything else is long. It's all long. JP, enough of the long ones.
Okay, well, look, the Sled Dog just basically said he's canceling his subscription to a certain satellite radio to give that money to us.
Oh, I like that.
Because he learns more from us than he
from
did
Howard Stern?
From Howard Stern. Basically, that's exactly what he said.
Disagree with that, but I appreciate your
I
cash.
think we're just as rude.
And then
Less
Matt
boobies.
said,
More nudity in here.
Less boobies.
Matt said this guy this guy is following the chat, said he listened to the entire Lunch Meat archive over 8 nights. That's 10 episodes a night.
Wow.
No way.
But he's lost more brain cells over those 8 nights than he has from all the beer that he's ever drank.
Okay.
And that's all he said.
All right.
Tasty is the man. He said Tasty's the man.
Tasty's the man. All right, bro. Feedback's brought to you today by Brewmaster's Warehouse and JP's long-winded feedback fans.
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I was not mentioned at all in there.
Not at all. Not even once.
Damn.
Can you even believe it?
I don't like this. I'm not coming back.
All right.
All right, we can do the
I'm
awards
coming
now.
back.
Are we ready for the...
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not the 2012. They're the 2011
Yes.
Brewing Network.
They're neither one.
Music?
They're neither. They're the 20th.
Cue the music.
All right, it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show, favorite part of the year, in my case. It's time for the Brewing Network Awards.
Now, live from the magical little California town where all dreams come true, it's the 6th annual Brewing Network Awards. Starring Justin, thank God this isn't television, Crosley, Jason,
I am a cat lover.
Petros, Tasty, what? McDowell, Nate, Smith, Scott, what? Moscow, Doc, who? Susie, I want to be alone in a dark room with Nicole Ernie for 10 minutes. Q. And with special guests, Terrence the Black and, Jesus Christ, have you seen those things? Bevo.
Yeah.
I have not. Announcer guy, and I'm so glad to be here in studio, just like I said I would be. Now, here's Justin.
All right, welcome to the 2011 Brewing Network Awards. We got a big night ahead of us, folks. We got a lot of awards to give away. There's going to be some happy listeners and some happy guests and some happy brewcasters here tonight. I can't wait to get to the awards. Yes, Moscow?
Oh, I haven't seen those things. Where are they?
Bevo is not. Yeah, we thought she was going to be a special guest because she told me she was going to be here, and then that bitch isn't here. Apparently, it's Sam the retard's mom's birthday, and they're at like.
Oh, they'll get away.
They're at a retard dinner with Rod and Sam's mom. Rod,
I couldn't handle it. I hear about those things, and then I have to talk over the VO.
Right?
Can't help myself.
Yeah, settle down over there.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're going to start right off with a very important award, possibly the well, no, it's not the most important, but I like this award because I think it shows the caliber of guests that we receive. It is also a reflection of what the listeners like to see. Now, I do want to point out that this year's awards were very much crowdsourced through the Brewing Network listeners.
Well, it has to be, right?
It does, but we've been poor at that in the past. It started out with me just nominating and picking everybody. And then slowly I took further input. Last year we went pretty far with it. But this year we really got a lot of the nominees from the Brewing Network listeners via the BN Forum.
That's right.
You didn't just make up this crap?
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but I took it from cues from other people. So the BN Army really stepped up. If you're not a member yet of the Brewing Network Forum, you should be. A lot of good beer information in there and a good way to interact. So hit the forum button on the homepage. And so some of these nominees, as you will recognize if you post it on the forum, are from you. Let's get to our very first guest nomination. Our very first nomination of the year. It's for Best Guest.
Some guests enlighten us, entertain us, change our lives. Others leave piss stains on the mattress of knowledge. Here are your nominees for the Brewing Network 21-1 Best Guest of the Year.
All right. A very important award, I think, because we have a lot of guests throughout the year. And especially now that we do kind of a lot of the pro brewing alongside of the home brewing, we tend to have a lot more guests throughout the year. So I don't know how many shows it is that we do exactly. I probably should have counted that.
10,
it's like 10 or 12.
Yeah, I think so.
So to be nominated, of all those guests as a best guest, just to be nominated, Doc, is an honor, don't you think?
I think so, yeah.
To win it.
Good answer, Doc.
Yeah.
That's something else.
I'm surprised that this is
illegal?
The first one out.
Right.
Being so prestigious.
So important, right?
Yes.
All right, let's find out our nominees for Best Guest of the Year. First up, Mark Carpenter from Anchor Steam. Yeah.
There was a whole trend towards the national brands. You know, Schlitz, Budweiser, Olympia was huge. You know, it was all just yellow beer. And there was no market for anything other than those types of beers. And for a small brewery to make it, you obviously had to charge more money.
Right.
And that wasn't going to happen. And that's the stand that Fritz took, that he would have to charge more money to survive, and he did. When he first started getting out and selling his beer, for instance, he would go down to Fisherman's Wharf area and try to sell the beer. Now, here's a beer that Anchor Steam beer. You got an anchor on the label, and it's local, made in San Francisco. No one at Fisherman's Wharf wanted it.
Really?
So that's what he was up against, you know. So it was just really a public awareness and a difference in style, and that pendulum's taken a long time to start swinging the other way.
Moscow, are you telling me that was our last year's? I don't understand.
Not Mark. No, the VO you played at the beginning of the segment.
Oh, was for last year's. You mean my intro?
Yes.
Still works.
That's right.
Oh. Well, I have a new one.
What kind of radio guy says VO for intro?
I wonder how many of those I did.
What a retard.
Voiceover.
Hopefully not too many. This would have been our Guest of the Year intro this year.
We are honored to bring you incredible guests from around the world.
I hope I didn't do that for every category.
Always live in studio, via Skype sometimes, or on shitty phone connections, or maybe we just read a note they left behind at a bar. It's the 2012 Guest of the Year nominees.
2012. However, it's the 2011 Guest of the Year nominees.
It's
Our
still,
announcer guy blows.
Let's go in the other room and kick his ass.
Let's get him.
it's still the
he's here.
2012 awards.
But for 2011. So confusing.
We did 2011 last year. We're just trying to stay
We're just being consistent.
We're being current.
I wish somebody had answered that question for me.
It's the 2011 awards in 2012. It's
All right.
fine.
Mark Carpenter from Anchor Steam.
Yes.
Also, Todd Ashman from 50/50 Brewing Company.
Nice.
What do you think about that whole kind of black market beer scene?
Well, unfortunately, I think it creates a hype that is almost hard to meet. the expectation. I guess in some ways we pat ourselves on the back. It's like, oh, one of our 2008 Eclipses sold on eBay for $360. It's like, yay! But then there's just an expectation that these things are absolutely stellar, and it's like, well, it can be, but it is a beer that's 3 years old now. There's a good chance that maybe it wouldn't be. So price tag all of a sudden becomes somewhat of a hindrance, and it's not for the contents of what's in the bottle, it's for the bottle itself.
Right.
And it's like, wow.
Now, I have to say, just right off the bat, that both of these first two nominees are amazing brewers and amazing guests to me.
Yes.
Clearly, having Mark Carpenter on the show, who is just a legendary brewer, certainly in the Bay Area, but really throughout the country, was a highlight of my career that Moscow made happen. So that was fantastic. And then Todd Ashman, who's in this small brewery up in Truckee, California, but doing badass beers.
Yes.
I had no idea how good of a guest he was going to be. And I thought he was just awesome.
Yeah.
So
he was
I'm
great.
telling
a lot
you
of good info.
That right now, the competition is tough.
Stiff, yeah.
Even between a smaller brewery like 50/50 and a bigger brewery like Anchor Steam, I'm still thinking right now that these two are neck and neck. This is a difficult decision for me, deciding who's the better guest.
Fisticuffs right there.
All right, another one that you all know was a highlight of my career, and possibly so far the highlight of my career, is being able to interview my beer idol in beer, Jean Van Roy from Cantillon.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of a brew, I'm going in the Coolington room to have the first contact with my wort. I continue to have this contact with my beer to the end, to the tasting, to the time when we will use the beer for the blend. It's my baby, and when I'm going in the cool ship room, and when I see the world who will leave the brewery the day after, I'm sad. It's special. It's impossible to describe. I'm proud of my beer, and I'm proud to see the product which is cooling. It's like in all the great films. At the end, Lambic win.
At the end, Lambic wins.
Do we have the English translation for that?
Yeah, here you go.
Vin jaune.
That says the English translation. We also have that. I don't know if you remember, but during that interview, he was trying to explain to us. One of my favorite Cantillon beers is Fufun.
Yes.
Fufun you can't find very often. It has a meaning in Belgium.
What does that mean?
Vin jaune.
It means vajou.
Sorry, I missed that.
That means tard.
Vin jaune.
Well, at first, if you remember, he said like half of an apricot without the seed.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Wait, and what is that, Jean?
Vin jaune.
Oh,
Jaune.
Right. So Jean Van Roy from Cantillon is now nominated, and our fourth and final nominee of the night, Jason Yester from Trinity Brewing Company. Yeah.
I think Saison is more of an idea. I think it has to have a couple components. One of them is balance between all flavors. I don't think any flavor should ever dominate another flavor in Saison. I think there should be some notable spiciness in it. And it should also have a very light body. One of the hardest things to do with Saison is to get it to finish low, because all the famous Saison yeasts don't like to attenuate very well. And so there's a couple tricks that you got to do to make it finish low in gravity. And we're talking gravities like approaching zero sometimes.
Vin jaune.
Right. Jason Yester from Trinity Brewing Company.
Well, that's not protein negative, that's for sure.
Well, I was working the BN booth at GAPF for the last couple of days, and
it's a good story.
The only thing that saved me, because I couldn't go get beer, was the people over at Trinity booth were bringing me bottles of Pappy Legba, that 13.5% Saison.
Love it.
So God love Trinity.
Good dudes. And I just like Jason. I thought was a laid back guy who had a lot of good information about sour beer. Yeah. And he just he's known, I think, in the Colorado region and out there, but out on the West Coast, where we tend to isolate ourselves to all these great West Coast breweries, I didn't know much about it. So I just thought he was a fantastic guest who really opened up.
And he sent us a ton of bombs.
And he sent us a bunch of beer, which always helps. Like, you know how you guarantee yourself a nomination for best guest? You send a shitload of beer.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you're working the Vajun, don't you finish low all the time?
I always
like
finish
zero.
Low. Yeah.
Vin jaune.
Your protein zero at that point?
Yeah.
All right. Your 2011.
12.
11.
20.
Whatever. Now.
We're never going to get through this.
I
It took
know.
us 10 minutes to do this category.
Keep it that way. I'll just keep saying 11. You guys keep saying 12.
And then I have a personal story for everything.
Yeah. All right. Best guest of the year.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Which year?
Jean Van Roy. Wow. Can you even believe it?
I can't.
Oh.
That he was on our show? Yeah.
I thought maybe. I didn't know how we would do it. I
think
thought
you
maybe.
can't.
I was hoping.
At the end of a brew, I'm going in the Coolington room to a
Right, that guy.
Jean.
Jean Van Roy, yes. Highlight of my career and best guest of the year. Congratulations to Jean. Just so you know, a couple of runners-up this year were John Blickman, who showed up on the Brew Strong shows and really did a fantastic job talking about brewing equipment and efficiency and different things like that. He did a great job. And the Trogs show.
Chris and John
Trogner, because they gave away a lot of good recipes and different information. They got a good nomination from the BNers in the forum. So those are our two runners-up also in the nominee list.
Honorable mentions.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
We should have burp of the year next year.
Should.
No, I think
How much audio
Moscow got that before the show.
Well, but how it did? Moscow came in here and burped, and the whole room smelled like Walker had come in here.
Guys, guess what I'm digesting?
Oh, my eyes were watering.
It felt like he was digesting that dead baby that was swinging on the swing during our tally interview. Yeah. Okay.
No, that won't happen.
All right, here's what we're going to do now. This is another important one. We're getting right to the good stuff just right here in the beginning. Because we have a lot of good awards this year, so I'm not worried about saving the best for last. It's time.
Obviously.
For this one.
Every show, 4 buttons light up like the fiery embers of a dying dream, each with the possibility of leading to this prestigious award. Here are your nominees for Best Caller of the Year.
Right. Now, the Brewcasters themselves, all of us in this room, we put a lot of weight into this award.
Yes.
Because it helps the show.
Did you call me fat?
It gives us something to make fun of. So, Caller of the Year is a very important award to us.
And we're hard to impress.
Yeah. All right. Your first nominee for Caller of the Year, I think you won't be surprised to find, is Sarah 36C. Sarah, have you ever had the shocker?
Me?
Yeah. What?
Oh, whoops, what? Wait, I just realized this. Yeah.
I like that sometimes people just give us their first reaction and then they're like, shit, that just went out on the internet.
That's how you know they're truly drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're in the running for Drunk of the Week.
Okay, awesome. By the way, can I tell you, in your chat room, they're saying that I'm lying and I don't have 36C, and I totally do. I will prove it, however I can.
You know, Sarah, listen, I'm on your side. I believe you too, but, you know, I have a responsibility to my listeners to, you know.
Prove it.
Right. You got to prove it.
Yeah.
Now, there's been a lot of negative talk in the forums about Sarah 36C. They don't like her as much as we do.
On what grounds?
And now that I hear that clip, I am discovering I have, I think, been enamored by her boobies.
Yeah.
And not noticed how high pitch and whiny. And she sounds like she's crying.
Nate and I had to literally pull our cans off of our head because it was too high pitch. I can't. That was really hard. It's really hard to take.
It's just
Sarah.
proof to me that I can listen to virtually anything if you've got a great set of tits.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
right
exactly
payoff.
the point.
But that's her way of pulling you into her...
To her tits?
Into her group.
Oh, I see.
She still hasn't proved it, right?
No, but
right?
you know,
Hasn't.
we don't have to if she whines enough.
There was a lot of negative commentary from the listeners about Sarah 36C, which I just don't understand. Other than the whiny voice.
She's a sweetheart.
Okay. Here also we go. Our second nominee, Brett from Alabama. Did you shoot anything today while you've been drinking?
No.
Just one wax bag.
Not at all.
Right.
Discharge.
And are you married?
I live in. I am married. Yeah.
How old's your sister?
I'm 25.
How long you been married?
14 years.
2 years. Yeah.
3 years.
Doesn't he sound like 40 or some shit? He sounds real old.
I'm not even in the good part, like in the part of Alabama you guys are making fun of. Like I'm in Auburn. I'm in like the one like liberal area. I've never owned a gun. I've never even shot a gun. I don't even.
Really? That's like living in Vegas and
not gambling.
Yeah, not gambling.
I'm really sorry. I mean, I'm a vegetarian. I'm like the.
Jesus Christ!
I'm just sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm married to my sister, and I own one.
Brett from Alabama, everybody.
I was kind of wondering why the fuck that call was nominated until he just said, "Oh no, I'm married to my sister." Blah blah blah. It was great.
It was almost nominated because JP and Moscow were firing in all cylinders for that one. I think
that was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
He gets it. He's a caller who gets it.
I think another, no surprise, one of our next nominees, he's kind of one person, but many people.
Oh.
Mr. Andy Wood.
Oh, yeah.
I got it this morning.
That's okay. Can you guys keep it up?
Sure, carry on.
All right, thanks. It's 6 in the morning here in the SR-71 Blackhawk. To get some nice complimentary leathery notes, we purchased exquisite leather from every continent. Then our staff chewed it up, put it in a Randall, and ran the beer through that. You may know the Randall is one of my trademark designs.
Yeah, I know.
Also included in... sorry, I'm not finished.
Put on my shoes. Hello, I'm sorry. This is, 1 second. I'm getting a little bit of interference. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, okay, so...
Really,
hi,
dude?
my name is, Lars. I'm going to make my, just 1 second. Hold on. Okay, I think I got it going now. Hello?
Yes, hi, Lars.
That is so much better. Oh my gosh. That is so weird. Tie my shoes! I am very excited tonight to tell you that I am here to celebrate Sean O'Sullivan's birthday party that has happened a couple of days ago. I'm here to introduce my new beer that I am reducing out of Dogfish Head that you shall be listening to the ingredients of soon. They're enough. I am so pretty, I have abs like steel, and yet I still have children. Therefore, I am one of those people. Went to the mirror. Boom, do 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 boom.
Andy Wood, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the many personalities of Andy Wood. Of course, we heard from Bizarro Sam in there.
Sam, yeah.
Plus Andy Wood doing a cappella rock and roll.
Blind Man Blues.
Yeah, Blind Man Blues.
See, what I like about Andy is he's not like one of these women who go, I can't lose baby weight. He has a kid, he has children, and he has abs of steel.
Right.
Right?
Therefore, he is one of those people.
Yeah.
He lost the baby weight.
Yeah.
Yes.
If he can do it, you can do it.
All right, your next nominee, you might remember one of our more beat-up fans, Mike the Jaw. Go
A
ahead.
couple of guys came up to some friends and started a fight, and I woke up a little later.
What do you have, a broken jaw?
Yeah, it's completely smashed in the front, and they fixed it, and then the back is better.
And
it's like American History X. I think it happened.
Oh, God.
No
you remember
way.
that scene? I can't
Bite
even...
down on the curb, baby.
I can't even think about it.
What did your friends do to start a fight with dudes?
As far as I remember, they were just fucking bitches, and they're fine. The other dudes are probably fine, and I'm not. And then one of my friends, I think he kind of instigated a little bit more than he should. I tried to break it up, and yeah. Otherwise, I think I'm up to about 45 grand now.
Yeah, Mike the Jaw.
I wonder how he's doing.
Brutal.
I do wonder. His girlfriend called in
That's
like
right.
at the end of the year
Yeah.
to let us know, but good calls.
Yeah.
She's probably sad.
All right, and speaking of good calls, our fifth and final nominee. Not many of our categories have 5 nominees, but it goes to show how many good callers we had this year.
A lot of them.
Our fifth and final nominee was in love with everyone. Here is John from Florida.
I love life.
Tell us how much you love life.
How much I love life?
Tell the world.
Dear world, I love you. I love the life. I love the life.
Thank you, Radio Guns. Thank you for that.
That works so well.
Stand outside, look up to the sky, and say, I love you.
looking at right now, because I live in South Florida, I know Doc doesn't like Florida, but whatever. I love Florida.
Fuck, I love that call.
He loves Florida.
Fucking love that
So
phone
well
call.
timed. It was really good.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I love that goddamn phone call.
That's your vote?
The radio gods has shined upon me on that day.
Dear world, I love life.
Somehow it just works.
Oh, he was good. Okay. So, you got Sarah 36C, you got Brett from Alabama, you got Andy Wood, you got Mike the Jaw, you got John from Florida. This is some stiff competition, ladies and gentlemen.
It's stiff.
Some stiff competition. The winner of Caller of the Year, 2011. Or 12. We don't know.
Make it happen.
At some point.
Let's be honest. It's Andy Wood, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, come on. The guy, it was 100 phone calls that we could have chosen. Andy Wood. Wow.
He's got a big reel.
So I think it's at least 3 people that won.
Wow.
Next time anyone's getting their ass, next time anyone's getting their jaw broke, you should call in while it's happening.
True that.
Yeah.
Andy's just so prolific.
He's a talented man. He has been now. He's dominated the BN Awards for a couple years.
Why
now.
hasn't he called in to sing?
I don't know. I hope he's listening because he just won Caller of the Year.
Shit.
He took it away from John from Florida, which was neck and neck.
Not easy to do.
If John had just made one more phone call like that, he would have won. But Andy made like 12 of his shitty phone calls. All right, it's time for
a beer.
An award that's difficult.
Uh-oh.
If only I could find
the Twice in One Night Award.
If only I could find it in my list of awards to give
tonight,
so that I could play the song
right here
for you.
Why are you sounding like the Batman?
Why do you sound so ominous?
I have a city to protect, but first, this category
is.
You're right. First.
Tied my shoes.
All right, every year we give away this award. It's difficult for us, but it's necessary.
Right.
We still have to give it away. Oh, it's a sad one.
Nothing stirs our pain like the memory of a fallen comrade. The sight of an empty post. The dark shadow next to a brew kettle where a soldier used to stand. If we can even remember their names. Here are the 2012 Fallen Soldier Award nominees.
The Fallen Soldier Award. You know, the guys who've disappeared. We've seen this award go out to Crotch Rot in the past, I think. Guys who've been around.
Oz.
Lufa.
Flufa.
Oz, yeah. A lot of great fallen soldiers and a long line of soldiers that have fallen in the Fallen Soldier Award. Okay.
I get it.
The nominees.
Use the same word.
For Fallen Soldier.
What are they?
I like that we do the same bet for every time.
Same bad music.
Usually I'm given several beds, but this time asshole announcer guy was like, "You have like 100 beds. I don't have to send you a new bed. Well, why don't you just use the bed that you have?"
Email's expensive, dude.
Yeah, very expensive.
Yeah.
The nominees for Fallen Soldier 2011-12. 2012-11.
At least make believe like you're opening an envelope.
11-12.
Are.
Yeah, shuffle some papers around.
There you go.
Those are Post-it notes. That's all I have.
Shh, no, they're not. Don't break the fourth
and make it seem like you're having trouble.
Doc. Oh! Doc. Yeah, the listeners in the forum nominated Doc as a fallen soldier this year.
Where the hell is that guy?
He's been gone for a long time, and they nominate him as fallen soldier.
Sabbatical.
Our second fallen soldier.
I feel like going to collect crime scene evidence with this music.
Bevo.
Whoa!
Yeah, clearly Bevo has left the show this year.
Where the hell is that guy?
Our third nominee is actually 2 nominees. Bevo's boobs falling. They will be falling soon. It was more of like a futuristic kind of a preemptive
2014
fallen soldiers is kind of they're just getting ready for it. I thought I'd put it out there.
I was trying to be nice.
We're going to need some before and after pictures.
The Number 3.5.
Yes.
The Biscuit. Yeah, we lost the Biscuit this year.
That's appropriate.
Yeah.
She's a good soldier.
He's a bitch.
Fuck you. Too soon. Our fourth and final fallen soldier.
Yeah.
Chad. Oh! Yeah, where the fuck is Chad disbanded? Now, some people think he left, like, slowly, but that's not true. He said, I'll still be around, Tasty. Don't worry, Justin. I'll still be here.
Why is he Michael Jackson?
And then he fell off a cliff.
That guy's gone off the face of the earth.
And then he just disappeared.
He's
fell
he's
off
gone.
a cliff.
No, you did that wrong.
He's not even in the same country
Justin,
anymore.
no, I'll be around here whenever you...
He didn't even finish his sentence.
Exactly.
Exactly.
ABC, I'll catch you later, Tasty.
Hey, Justin, I want to be around here just when you... What? Hey, Chad, are you still there? Hey, Chad.
Chad?
Hey, Chad.
Hello?
Hey, Chad, it's Tasty. It's time to... We're about to go out. It's time to... Shit.
Chad, you left your window open.
Yeah. All right, Chad, I'm just going to take all the broads you used to hang out with then. All right.
Mind if I sleep in your bed?
You're a winner.
I've been doing that, actually.
Attaboy. All right. You're a winner of the 2011-12 Fallen Soldier. Come on, this one's easy. It's the Biscuit. We gotta give it to the Biscuit.
I'm not applauding. I'm not going to applaud.
Do you have a clip for that?
That's well deserved.
I don't have any clips of her. She was a very quiet dog. She didn't bark very much. Didn't fucking say.
Write a diary.
She didn't write a diary. She did write a diary. Actually, Tasty, I'll read it to you. I like Tasty. And I like Treat. And I like to shit in the backyard.
I licked Walker's butt today. He's eating very well.
It'd be funny for us dog lovers. It would be funny to find out that all dogs' inner voices sound like retards because they're not that smart. Like Biscuit was of the smartest, but it's like the old Jim Cook joke. It's like the tallest pygmy. Like she's of the smartest, so she could be like
Smartest tard.
I could know all your names. I like JP. I like Tasty. I like Dog. But that's about it. Like, That's it. That's the smartest of the pygmies.
He tastes like marshmallows.
Because Walker's going, which one's Doc?
Yeah, because Walker.
Walker's
and
going,
listen,
breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Toy, 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 lay down.
And then over again.
Yeah.
Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, I love that guy.
Time to eat.
All right, to our fallen soldier, cheers to the Biscuit, if we might.
Yeah.
Cheers. My favorite fallen soldier.
Cheers to Biscuit.
There we go. Cheers.
Oh, can we open the door?
Well, only if they shut the hell up out there.
It's like summer in here.
Well,
You keeping it together over there, Justin?
Oh, God. I'm about to start fostering pit bulls, actually.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. Not adopting, but fostering, because like sometimes they just need homes to not be killed in the shelters. Because shelters give pit bulls like 5 days. If you don't get adopted in 5 days,
You know, this is
You're
why
dead.
it's not going to last, because you're going to get too attached to like a dog,
I
and
know.
then you're going to fucking keep it, and next thing you know, you're going to be crazy dog guy. And guess what you're going to be? You're going to have 8 dogs.
he'll foster them for a couple of weeks, then turn them off into the wild.
well, I had to talk to Kate the Great about that because I am pretty honest with myself about that. I said there's two things. For one, if the dog's here too long, I can't get rid of it. That's
Right.
just me.
Yep.
Two, if it doesn't get adopted, if I have to return it to the shelter where it's
No
going to
way.
die, I can't do that. I know these two things about myself. So we've talked to the foster place, and they go, we never return dogs to the pound. It just doesn't happen. If anything, we rotate them among our fosters. And two, I'll only give you the most highly adoptable dogs. So I can't take any of the like totally like fearsome pit bulls, which are the ones I really like the ones that need some help, because those are like 2-year fucking things.
You mean the children
And I
eating
can't.
ones?
I'm with you. If I'm with a dog more than a couple of months, that's my dog.
Yeah, I know that.
That's it. So I am looking. I'm
know that
very
about you.
wary of these things, Jip.
Yeah.
However, I'm not gonna pretend to say that it couldn't happen. I could end up a crazy dog lady.
You should just send them all the ones you can't board to the Michael Vick dog
Rescue
training
Association?
facility. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
he's
man.
rehabilitated.
And hot dog stand.
So Kate the Great, in a part of her life which was not so great, decided to buy me this book called The Lost Dogs, which is all about the Michael Vick pit bulls, like from beginning to end.
So just light reading.
Yeah, so she comes home, like, a couple nights a week now, and I'm like, I'm crying. I'm pouring hot wax on my chest. I'm cutting myself because I'm reading about these Michael Vick dogs. I got heavy eyeliner on.
Yeah.
Depeche Mode's in the background.
I was going to say you have some Heat Miser playing, little Elliott Smith.
It's awful.
Cranked to 10.
And I'm reading this book.
And
I'm
she
crying
says,
my fucking eyes out.
What's wrong?
Yeah. I'm like, what's wrong? I'm reading about pit bulls being hung from a tree, you asshole. Hi, honey. Nice to see you. It's like that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's why I'm trying to maybe foster these pit bulls. These poor pit bulls. So don't get hung. God, why? Oh, hang on. We're on to my favorite award of the year. Oh, wait, no, we're not at that yet. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one more award. We're going to do the No Pants Award.
And then a beer break.
And then we're going to do a beer break before we get to everybody's favorite douche of the year.
Oh, no.
Is it the last one?
I thought we weren't doing that this year. Because
why?
We couldn't include everybody.
Why, because we piss people off every year? No, it's still my favorite.
Because we couldn't include everybody.
All right, here we go.
And now to the award for brutal honesty.
Yes.
Strict adherence to the code. Overall disregard for moral decency. And straight kick-assness. This is the Brewing Network 2012 No Pants Award.
2-0-1. No, it's... No, that was last year, sorry. All right, the No Pants Award is difficult to do because it's for the people who, they're just badass, you know? Yeah. And there's a lot of badass people around the BN, so this one's tough. We try to nominate listeners mostly, but on occasion we've had some staff nominated, things like that. So the 2011-12 No Pants Award.
Ooh, staff.
This ought to be good.
Nominees are Code, Right and Fool.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Talk about a love for another man.
Behind the scenes.
This guy, he even showed it tonight. The website goes down like every 12 minutes. If you knew that. If you time it, it's like every 12 minutes every
And then
day.
every 11 minutes, there's Code.
Yeah. Just fixing it. He's been nominated for this award before, and he's just always fixing it and getting there. And he's calling it's not just a matter of like he clicks a couple of buttons. He has to get on the phone with the people who are in India / San Jose. He has to get on with Charles from San Jose.
But my friends call me.
Yeah. And this company, I think, actually is in Germany, but they pretend to be in San Jose, but they're actually in India. It's a weird fucking thing. Great. He does all this work to keep things going.
Time is it there?
Not only that, he's our head forum moderator.
Yeah.
So he gets rid of all the spam bullshit so you guys don't have to read it. Yeah. If you go look at other forums, ours is one of the best for not having spam in it. That's all because of Code. He does all this shit, man, that nobody knows about. So he deserves this award every single year.
Literally.
All right, so you got Code in there for the No Pants Award.
Code's great.
But he has pants.
Straight kick-assness. Also, nominated often because he deserves it. He's always behind the scenes. He's at GABF. He's at every festival he can get to. And then some. Our friend Bad Rock.
Oh, yeah. If Code and Bad Rock could mate and have a child, and then that child could then be a dog,
I would fuck it.
I might like that dog.
You might like that dog.
Yeah.
Got
Code
it.
Rock.
That would be a dog I might touch.
Code Rock the
Code
dog.
Rock.
Yes.
Code Jip Rock.
Oh.
Well, it would be after he did the dog.
That's a good techno band name.
Bad, Right, and Fool.
All right, your third nominee tonight for the No Pants Award. The entire staff at White Labs Brewing Company. Yeah, or Yeast Company. I mean, White Labs Yeast Company. So these guys not only have been a sponsor for a long time, but they threw that badass party, BNA 6.
Yeah.
On top of that, though, I thought, okay, that's the obvious thing that they've done this year. But I kind of thought about some other things. For one, they let me say whatever the fuck I want. As long as they've been a sponsor, they have never said, could you not say that thing that you do when you start talking about retards and fuck faces or whatever else? Never done that.
No.
In fact, the farther I go, the more they go, I listened to that show. That was good.
That's great.
But also, they're like totally serious guys. Like they mean what they do. If you talk to Chris White or Mike White, you don't get that from them. But to me, when I go behind the scenes and Mike White's like, yeah, I heard the show the other day, I'm always cowering. Like I'm always like, shit. And he goes, yeah, that was good. Good.
It was
yeah,
very interesting.
Yeah, that's how they let me know it was fine.
His eyes are always closed. Yeah, it was yeah. Very interesting. You know, it's a funny thing. Chris, you know.
Yeah, this is the mic.
Chris and I, big fans.
So they're great. They let me do whatever I want, and they're strong supporters of the show. They talk us up to others. It's really great.
And they're handsome.
All right, your fourth nominee, No Pants Award. Greg Gloves Macway. Yeah, Greg Macway. I don't know what his forum name is. Probably Greg Macway.
Greg Loves Beer.
There you go. Greg Loves Beer.
Hence gloves.
So this guy was on BYOB TV as a contestant. He got eliminated on like the third or fourth show.
He's a fucking loser.
And then he hung out for the next 6 or 7 shows.
Yeah,
as a stagehand.
He goes, "Hey, do you guys need help? Really? You're going to drive from the peninsula?"
And just cleaned up shit every episode and hung out for long days and helping out. On top of that, he's been to a lot of the BN events. He's always willing to help out. He's driving equipment around. He actually talks to JP, which is, I don't have to tell the rest of you brewcasters, is a blessing to us all. You know.
Not only does he talk to me, we play Star Wars together. He's in my guild.
He's in your guild.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to mention that he dumped off a bunch of money to me and my friends at our poker night as well.
Oh, he did?
Appreciate that. Yeah.
It's funny. The guy kind of kicks ass.
Yeah.
So gloves.
For a ginger.
He left some like cans in my yard, and I ran over with the tractor.
Hello. He's good. All right. The winner of the 2011-12 No Pants Award. So sad with this music. Did we talk about the Fallen Soldier yet?
Does it remind you of Biscuit?
We already did, didn't we? Damn it.
Yeah.
Happy music.
The winner, No Pants Award 2011, 2012, 20 things.
25.
Yeah, that one.
25.
All of White Labs.
Hey!
Yeah, good guys. Congratulations on your win, White Labs.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got a message from Announcer Guy, and he humbly requests that you stop fucking using last fucking year's fucking audio for the love of fucking God.
I haven't.
I'm just reading it.
Except for his music beds, because the asswipe wouldn't send me new music beds.
I'm just reading what he wrote.
But for which award did we just do? No Pants, right?
No Pants.
You can all tell me if this is this year's or last year's.
Now to the award for brutal honesty. Strict adherence to the code. Overall disregard for moral decency and straight kick-assness. This is the Brewing Network 2012 No Pants Award.
All right. So do me a favor and send this message back. Dear Announcer Guy, stop. Go fuck yourself. Stop. You should have been here like you said you were going to be. Stop. I don't want to hear it. Stop. Suck it. Stop. You got that?
So that was 6 stops?
Yeah.
Got it.
We got all of them?
Got it.
All right, good. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break because I got to pee. We got a lot more awards in the 2011-12 BNAs, and we're going to bring them to you right here on the Brewing Network. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Brewcasters. The Brewcasters on the Brewing Network.
Williams Brewing is your online resource for prompt delivery of quality home brewing supplies. Since 1979, Williams Brewing has offered the finest equipment and freshest ingredients, and the best customer service in the business. Cut hours off your brewing sessions by using one of their 11 varieties of famous Williams malt extract. Their new Snap-Lock stainless steel cam-lock fittings will make connecting your pump or heat exchanger quick and easy. Or check out their exclusive paintball tank-based draft beer equipment. They even have their own line of precision hydrometers. Go to WilliamsBrewing.com to browse their vast selection. That's WilliamsBrewing.com. Orders placed by 4 p.m. Pacific Time weekdays ship the same day. Brewing is easy. The Williams way. Here's Here's a bite for beer lovers. Soft caramel made with real craft brew and coated in chocolate. And Hop Drops, hard candies made with real hop oil. Introducing Beer Candy from beercandy.com. Beer Candy's amazing caramels come in 4 mouth-watering flavors. IPA, bitter gold, wrapped in smooth white chocolate. Lager, made with a familiar beer from Boston and coated in milk chocolate. Lambic, soury Belgian goodness full of fresh raspberry and dipped in dark chocolate. And Stout, roasty cocoa chocolate insanity. Hop Drops are made with Fuggles or Cascade hops and are known as the candy that bites you back. Choose from sampler and full sizes of both and make your mouth jump to life. All at beercandy.com. Hop Drops and beer caramels. Satisfy your sweet tooth as only a beer lover could with Beer Candy. Visit beercandy.com today.
Live. Beer Radio. The Brewing Network.
The Brewcasters.
If you're just starting, don't be discouraged by all this stuff. It's so easy. Just throw it together. Put some sugar and some water and some yeast in there. Yeah. Beer.
Brewing Network.
Recklessly
it's time to talk beer and chew bubblegum.
And we're all out of gum.
The Session.
Welcome back to the Brewing Network Awards. We got a few more to go through, as always. Some of our best are still upcoming.
Always.
Right now, we've got to cover, we just did the No Pants Award. And, another one that's kind of similar, yet different, is the Ass Hat of the Year Award.
One of the most coveted on the forums, I would say, Justin.
I think so. Ass Hat, the difference between, the No Pants Award. The No Pants Award goes to the guy who really has a strict adherence to the Brewers Code, kind of looks out for everybody, just really follows along and all of that. The Ass Hat of the Year Award, however, is more the I'm a BN geek. I get it. I'm with you guys every step of the way. I know it. You speak to me. It's the You Speak to Me Award.
That'd be a good subtitle.
Here we go.
Next to the listeners who are so geeky, such consistent listeners, so often in the chat, contributing all year long, helping the show at every turn. Welcome the 2012 nominees for Ass Hat of the Year.
Yeah. All right, this one's important. Again, kind of like the No Pants Award, we end up with some repeat nominees for this, and even some repeat winners, because some people really step it up year after year. You end up with those kind of core people. We're always looking for new Ass Hats of the Year, though. Don't get me wrong.
I would never do that to you.
Terrence's baby, for example, is out in the green room. I think that baby is a future Ass Hat of the Year. In fact, the baby has an ass hat on.
Yeah, he actually does.
And that's part of the battle. Just wearing an ass hat. He's like halfway there.
By the way, I just fed your child a Cheerio from the palm of my hand like I was in a petting zoo. And he totally just reached down and stuck his tongue out and picked it up and then ate it and looked at me like he was grateful.
Like a giraffe or something?
And
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and I think you're raising your kid right.
To be subservient to people. All right, thank you.
Well, to be thankful for food.
Well done, T-Bone.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
All right, your nominees for your 2011-12 Ass Hats, Ass Hats of the Year. That's right. Once again, Andy and Kim Wood.
Whoa!
Yeah. I mean, they now like to pretend that they're not BN geeks, that they're not like listening to every word.
They're too cool for that.
But they are listening to every word. That I say. They hang on it. Sometimes they go to bed to it. Sometimes they touch each other to my words at night. They really hang in there. They go to every event. They really support the BN, and that's what the Ass Hat Award is all about. A lot of support.
I wonder how many retarded lesson plans have been drawn up listening to the BN.
Right.
Lesson plans for retards.
Agreed.
Yes. I mean, scientifically speaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Medically speaking,
Thank you.
even.
Thank you.
All right, your second nominee for Ass Hat of the Year. Blobby gleeby glooby glooby blobby glooby glop glop glooby glop gleep gleep glooby glop. Yeah. Once again, the guy supports us everywhere he can. He tunes into all the shows. Sometimes he tunes in from 4,000 feet below the Earth surface. I mean, the guy just listens everywhere. He's a very strange dude and deserving of the nomination for Ass Hat of the Year. Your third nominee, a new one this year, Spider Wrangler.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Spider Wrangler nominated in the forum and also from the Brewcasters, because the guy apparently is in the chat room for every single show from beginning to end. He's always here supporting, calling in, doing his thing, and just really doing it. Gotta love it.
He's doing it.
He's doing it.
And by it we mean Sarah 36.
Your fourth and final nominee is Spider Wrangler banging Sarah. Is that his?
I think aren't they?
They're not together.
Aren't they a couple?
No.
Who is
Susan
it?
Q knows.
Someone else.
It's not the same couple.
No, Spider Wrangler's married to somebody else.
Yeah, how come we don't get to hear from Sarah's wiener?
We
do.
He's called in
we do.
He made a bid for her
Ryan,
last time we were doing bids.
But we only hear from when she calls, and we don't hear from him separately. He doesn't have.
We have before. Yeah, we have.
I thought it was Spider. I swear to God, I thought they were like together. Maybe I thought they were married.
Well, you fucked that up, JP.
I'm an idiot.
Spider's wife's name is Chrissy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she made the ass hat for Jack, actually.
Okay. All right.
They really.
All right.
Well, who's put... never mind.
Your fourth and final nominee for Ass Hat of the Year, and I think you'll know why by that last input, Mr. Terrence DeBlack.
Hey!
Yes. Yeah, Terrence DeBlack. Turns out, every time I talk to like other listeners, they're like, "Oh yeah, I hung out with Terrence last night. I mean, we just went and did this. Oh yeah, I sent Terrence a ass hat for his baby." Terrence is at every gig that we do. He comes to the shows as much as possible. He's one of the BN geeks that has come out this. I think he's really been growing up as a BN geek. He got his tattoo a couple of years ago, and the guy really supports the BN listener. I think he's like the people's BNer, is what he is. And do I have that right, Terrence?
Yeah, yeah.
Not to mention, he's the highest paid staff member.
He is.
I speak for the people.
Well, he gets paid by Jesus, and Jesus pays.
Jesus pays
well.
Right. So
it's like deferred compensation with that guy.
All right, those are your nominees: Andy and Kim Wood, Blobber.
It's like reparations for dying.
No, it's exactly like the BN. Don't worry, guys. Later
good.
on.
I'm good later.
All right, Andy and Kim Wood, Blobber, Spider Wrangler, and Terrence DeBlack are your nominees. The winner of your 2011-12 Ass Hat of the Year, the BN Geek of the Year, always in the chat, at the event, supporting the Brewing Network listeners, is...
In a minute.
Terrence DeBlack!
Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Terrence DeBlack.
But that's a little tearful kind of congratulations.
So, what do I win?
Well, you get a date with JP.
Yes!
We have a statue.
Holler!
Yeah!
Holler!
What's up?
Yeah, that's to start.
We're going to fucking Claim Jumper.
And Medieval Times.
We might go to Medieval Times. Yeah. But mainly Claim Jumper.
You can do some KFC and some Popeyes.
We're actually going to do a West Coast Claim Jumper tour.
I see.
We're going to go all to the Claim Jumpers.
Are you into the Claim Jumper, Terrence?
I am, actually.
I'm all about that. I like the pork chop.
You mean the original. Gotta be the original one.
I like the pork chop. I just thought maybe you did too.
I've actually never been there.
Well, Terrence, would you like to accept your award?
Yeah, I thought you do the whole. This is Terrence's first nomination, first win in this category. So I'm like, you don't get that.
Yeah, just
at all?
pretend I did that.
Oh, okay.
Give your
thank you.
Speech.
I wasn't expecting this, and I just want to thank all the little people out there that made me popular, and I'm hoping to win next year. So thank you guys, and that's it.
And
Jesus. And Jesus.
Thank you,
And Jesus.
God damn it.
I was going to say,
Your mama.
pretend that you just scored a touchdown. Who would you first thank?
Thank the GOD.
Right? He'd drop to one knee and do the whole thing.
Here's the weird thing about it. First of all, no black person accepts anything without thanking Jesus first.
Right.
Second of all, he's a priest, for heaven's sake. Or a reverend, or whatever the hell he is. I don't know.
Yeah.
A reverend.
Can you get down on one knee like Terrence Bow?
Screw Tebow. Screw that dude. That's not happening.
I can't believe you're going to hell. You almost went through your whole speech without thanking the GOD. That's fucked up.
He knows how I feel. That's all.
He knows I'm good.
You know what? He knew Terrence was going to win before Terrence knew.
What are you?
He knew before you knew.
It's true. It's a good point he makes. What the hell are you? Are you a priest or a reverend or a pastor?
I'm a pastor. I'm
You're
not
a pastor.
priest or a rem.
Pastor of Muppets, bro.
Reverend.
Only certain religions have a pastor? Is that the deal?
Reverend.
No, it's interchangeable. Priest is usually either Episcopalian or Catholic.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about potties, dude?
So you're a pastor.
I'm a pastor. Yeah.
Do people at church call you, like, Pastor Terrence?
They just call me Terrence.
They do.
I feel
They don't call you Terrence the Black?
Actually, a couple people do.
Oh! Great. I love it. All right. Well, congratulations, Mr. Asshat of the Year.
Yes.
Wear that proudly.
All right.
Nice work, big guy.
Okay.
So when are you going over to Glide?
Talking to God or Terrence?
Both. Man, you got to praise him when you can, you know what I mean?
Right.
Let me Terrence that one.
All right. And now, folks, it actually truly is time for my favorite award of the year.
These all haven't been your favorite?
No, this one is always my favorite. It's time for our 2012-11 Douche of the Year.
Oh.
While some of us stand tall on the mountain of our mistakes.
Oh, hang on. Let me stop that.
Of course.
I have an acceptance speech from Greg McAway for his award of, what did he win? No Pants Award.
No, he didn't. No, he's only nominated.
Oh, he just was nominated?
I actually just talked to him right now. And he was kind of bummed that he didn't win.
But he was nominated, which is an honor in itself.
He wants to give a concession speech?
I wants to give a concession speech.
All right, then, Susie Q, don't write in your notes that line 1 is Greg McAway for his acceptance speech. I just want to point that out for future. I'm not nominating you for anything next year.
Asshat.
Hi, Gloves.
Oh, hey, guys. No, I'm so excited to win this award. I've been holding on to this 2005.
Wait, you didn't. Wait, White Labs won. White Labs won.
What? Baby.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're cutting out.
Someone has AT&T.
Oh, I'm so excited to win this award, guys. I can't believe it.
Right.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Just cracked open the 2005 Utopias just to celebrate the moment.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, pound that thing.
She was pregnant at the time.
Right. You know what, Greg? Fuck it. Greg wins too. All right. The guy opened a Utopias. His phone doesn't work. He's got a miserable life. All right. Thank you for hanging in there, Gloves.
He has kids and he's redheaded.
Guy needs it. All right. I'm sure that White Labs.
I hear they don't even take your blood when you want to donate.
White Labs won't mind sharing the No Pants Award with Greg McAway.
They're not racist.
All right. Let's go back now. To the douche of the year.
While some of us stand tall on the mountain of our mistakes, others lie buried beneath them. For bringing it weak all year long, here are the nominees for Douche of the Year.
Now, listen, we have a long history of offending people with our Douche of the Year award. And
what's this we stuff?
You can't let anyone down.
See, now, Doc, this happens every time.
It's mostly you.
Oh, you guys take all the credit when they're like, oh, the Brewing Network is fantastic. You've done so much for homebrewing. And they're like, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I go, and then we've offended people, you're like, oh, we?
Justin.
You mean Justin offended people.
Just the douche.
Bullshit.
Just the douchebag of the year one.
I see.
Well, that makes more sense.
You know what? I'll take it. And I'll take it this year, too.
Yeah,
We've got a great lineup of Douche of the Years, and I'm happy to offend them because you've earned it, folks.
Thank you.
If you've been nominated in Douche of the Year, you can be sure that I have taken into consideration all of your actions.
Brian Shaw?
But you were at least douchiness, just not the most douchiness.
And really thought about what a douche you are. Your nominees for the 2011, 12, 12, 12, 2010, 2011
25
Douche of the Year. First off, is all of the Alabama legislature, but especially Alvin Holmes. Yes, for things like this.
How you gonna make it in your home if you don't have the facility to make sure it's healthy?
Right. I don't know how you're going to do
He
that.
sounds like just too damn Southern.
It sounds like a very strange thing to do. You also might say things like this if you're a Douche of the Year.
Noah was a little wino.
Who? Noah was a wino?
You might say things like this if you were nominated for Douche of the Year.
You know, the thing about this deal that really scares me the most is our children.
Our children scare me too. Yeah. Agreed. Those children are scary.
Scary little fuckers.
Him having children, that's scary.
You might say things like this if you're a Douche of the Year.
You ain't heard about Noah was a wino.
Oh, well, he clarified.
You didn't hear about
Man,
that?
you gonna make everybody up there a wino.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to be scientifically trained to determine that. What is MEAD need? What is that?
All right, you get the idea.
Yes.
Well, what is that?
The whole Alabama legislature as Douche of the Year.
Can I go over there and vote?
Yes.
I'd like to.
All right. Your next nominee for the 2011-12 Douche of the Year, the Cat Lady.
I love cats. I love every kind of cat. I just want to hug all of them, but I can't hug every cat. Can't hug every cat.
Yeah.
So anyway, I am a cat lover, and I love to run. I'm sorry I'm being about cats again. I really love cats.
Right. I think we all can agree. Fucking tough competition this year for douche of the year,
dude. Yes.
Yeah. Moscow can't even listen to the song anymore because of the earworm.
Yes. All goddamn week.
Why? Because it just sticks in your because it sticks in your head. There you go. It's too late. You got 2 sentences. That's all you needed. I just want to dance a douchey dance.
Oh, you are. You do it.
Dancing away, man.
I'll forget it. I am a cat lover. I might just want to embrace it.
All right,
That's
your
gonna
third
deep throat that mic
nominee
right there.
for douche of the year 2011-12. All of the homebrew clubs that complained about the Brewing Network winning homebrew club of the year.
No, you're not really a club because you have to go to meetings.
If you don't have a brick and mortar building. By the way, buildings aren't really built of fucking brick and mortar anymore. So come up with a new way to say it. If you don't have a brick and mortar building, then you're not a. If you don't have meetings, and if you don't have, I don't even know what you have anymore. I don't know what you do. What is made?
Most homebrew club members don't actually go to the meetings.
Can you tell me that there's some sort of resemblance to the Alabama guy saying, what is NEAD made?
What is the BN Brewing Network?
Yeah, and the guys who, complain about us not being a club.
Right.
It's a weird fucking thing. It's a weird resemblance. So every single one of the homebrew clubs that mentioned the BN as not deserving of Homebrew Club of the Year, you are all nominated collectively as Douche of the Year.
It's not a gang, it's a club.
Right.
What is CLUB? What is club?
What is made?
It's a club.
You ain't heard about Noah was a wino.
Here's your representative of all of the homebrew
that you
clubs
voted for
that complained. No, I can't. I didn't do it.
What is MEAD need? What is that?
You sound the same.
Well, we're going to talk about it tonight.
MEAD.
But first, elections.
All right, your fourth and final nominee for Douche of the Year, the Occupy movement. Yeah. Well, they uprooted us from our Berkeley home. We're happy to be at home in Concord now, but they tried to hit the mark, really going against the 1%, and they ended up hitting the 99% and moving us out of our home and potentially making us non-existent. We almost lost the festival, Winter Brews Fest, altogether because of this faction of the Occupy movement.
Justin, you have a company. You have employees.
Right.
You are the 1%.
Loosely speaking.
You're the 1%.
I'm the 1% now.
Yes, you are now.
Is that right?
Yes,
I thought you had to be rich to be the 1%.
No,
it's a concept.
Because I still drive a 1979 Volkswagen bus. There's a broken down motorcycle on my patio.
But you do it by choice.
And I'm about to adopt fucking pit bulls.
So are you saying you own multiple vehicles?
That's a good point.
You have multiple family members and multiple employees.
Not only if this radio show can be a vehicle
and
for
the
you.
BN is making profit.
It's true.
Right, you're paying taxes, right?
All right, so the Occupy movement for Douche of the Week.
You mean your movement.
All right, the winner of the 2011-2012
Twin
Douche of the Year Award.
Who is it?
Goes to... I sure hope we get an acceptance speech. We very rarely get an acceptance speech to Douche of the Year.
It bothers me.
But I wish we would.
Well,
this year, your Douche of the Year are all of the homebrew clubs that complained about the Brewing Network winning Homebrew Club of the Year.
But you're not even a club, though.
Do you guys have meetings?
All right, Beer Pal, call in and accept this award, please.
But do you guys even know each other? Because clubs know each other.
Do you pay dues? I'm sorry. Maybe we don't necessarily need to charge for information.
Because I know everybody. Well, maybe not everybody. I know most people. Well, maybe not most people, but I know some of the people in my club. And I've been to every meeting. Well, not every meeting, but I've been to most of the... Okay, I went to a meeting of my club once, and I think that your club should have done that too. Here's the guidelines. You should know some of the people and go to a meeting in a brick and mortar place that has a club.
It could be regular siding. It doesn't have to be mortar.
It's got to look like a meeting.
It's got to look, and also you don't really have to like do anything at the meeting, but you should talk about how it's a meeting. As long as you mention to the people at the meeting that it's a meeting, then it's a meeting.
The person in charge has to have a gavel.
I once tasted homebrew with some friends while we were hunting and under a lean-to. Does that count as a meeting? Go, please now.
No, that's not a meeting because did you have a board of directors that it decided how to build the lean-to?
Who was the president?
Well, yeah, but it wasn't brick and mortar. It was just more of like bushes and leaves leaning against a tree.
Did somebody vote which kind of leaves should make up the lean-to? Because if nobody voted which kind of leaf to use, then it's not a club.
Well, we didn't really, but there was only one kind of leaf. It was kind of green and it was flowery, but it was really pretty. And
okay, I could maybe let that go, but did somebody decide on which way the lean-to should lean? Because if the club didn't vote on which way the lean-to should lean, it's not a club.
Gosh, we did pay 10 berries and 2 how's your father's.
Did the lean-to? Okay, I'm willing to work with you on this. Did the lean-to lean north or south? North or south?
I don't know.
Then you are not a club. If you don't even know which way it leaned, then it doesn't matter. You're not a club, and so therefore you did not deserve to win the award.
End of discussion.
Period.
This meeting is adjourned.
This meeting is adjourned. By the way, I did taste some of the beers from the Brewing Network Club, and it was very good, but that doesn't matter.
Beside the point.
That's beside the point. Also, I do like the way that your club sort of brings together the whole world of homebrew.
But also beside the point.
But it does it remotely, and that's beside the point.
Well, and you did win more awards than we did.
Right, but also that's beside the point.
I wish that our club brewed good beer.
However, we don't. Also, I just wanted to point out that we entered also in separate regions, but not as many as you did.
Well, I'd also very much again like to point out, besides the thing I just pointed out now, was that I bet if we actually participated in the Brewing Network shows, then we would brew enough good beer to fucking win a medal.
But that's beside the point. That's beside the point.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I just want to talk about the Farmer's Almanac. I read it this year, and it said that the weather is supposed to be really good during the NHC in 2012, and I think that means my club's going to win. Thank you.
Well, I think that only means is if Mars is rising, and if you're a Scorpio in 2012, as far as I'm concerned, my star chart, what I think I'm going to start doing is getting really into what is it, the year of the rat?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna backtrack because all my history is in brewing and all my family members have been brewers.
So
and I think that they only brew during full moons when the waning waxing of the I don't know who I am.
Thank you, douche of the year. Well, that was liberating, wasn't it?
Deserved.
Kind of felt good.
As long as you're not bitter about it.
That felt good. That felt good, guys on the other side of the table from Doe's.
Which one's that?
Oh yeah,
I don't even care.
There's one person in particular that should have been here for that.
I know you don't, guys. I know. But that was fun, is what that was. All right, now that we've given away my favorite award of the year, it's time for probably the only award that matters. The rest are just in good fun and also to insult people. But this one, we do actually do some research throughout the year. We do some contemplating. We
actually count.
We talk about it amongst ourselves. We do a lot of things to really be accurate with this next award.
Arithmetic.
And this is the award we're about to give away.
Of all the things we put in our mouths this year, here are our favorites. It's the Brewing Network Beer of the Year.
Yeah! All right, the research for this one is fun. The Beer of the Year. Now, as much as I say that this is a serious award for us, and we do put thought into it, we do, but we don't really do like the scouring of the earth for Beer of the Year. We sort of casually reflect on our year in beer and decide...
Heavy research.
Yeah, we decide which beers we've had that we really enjoyed and things like that. So, inevitably, I'm just going to preempt this because it happens every year. It is a West Coast-centric award that we give out.
I'm sorry, which coast?
Well, we only travel like once or twice a year. We go to, if NHC is somewhere else, we go to that. We go to JBF. Yeah. But we tend to, get a lot of beer on the West Coast. We're a little too poor and a little too off the marketing radar to get sent all the beers that, say, some of like the beer writers get and things like that. So I just will say that this always tends to be West Coast-centric, but I'm also not ashamed of that. Because we have world-class goddamn beer out
That's
here.
true, and I will point out that if you are a brewery and would like to be involved in the nominations for next year, for this year's award for Beer of the Year, but it will happen next year, not this year, then send us your commercial beer, no homebrew, because we want to drink good beer. Thank you.
North or south? North or south? Forget it.
It was in my Southern Compass Rose.
Just forget it.
Because if even one of the brewcasters here happened to travel someplace on company funds,
right,
and got someplace that got an awesome beer someplace other than here,
if that were to happen, ever,
you might still be outvoted because we didn't get to travel.
I'm gonna fall asleep
on company funds.
Right. And then,
so it's about local beer.
It is. All right. Here we go.
Thank you.
The nominees for the 2011-12 Beer of the Year are...
Or are they?
Cascade Creek. All right, this beer is amazing. If you don't know it, go get it, find it, get it shipped to you. It's from the Cascade Brewing Company out there in Oregon, and it's just a great creek. It's a world-class creek. I think that the Belgians would even approve.
Really?
If they were real people.
If they existed.
Yeah.
If the real country. In Northern California.
Your second nominee for Beer of the Year. It's been on tap at the Rat Pad for a couple months straight now, plus been a staple throughout the year. Drake's 1500 Pale Ale.
In a heretic glass.
Yeah, a lot of the bloggers and the writers and the things, they won't nominate a pale ale, a standard beer, something that everybody, quote unquote, should have.
Sort of like a table wine.
But I say fuck that. To make a really good pale ale and something that you go buy repeatedly all year because it's a staple. Yeah. That's a Beer of the Year nominee, right. Not the one-off that you could barely get, or even. It's not that I'm against that. But the one-off that you're like, no, that one's really, really good on occasion in tiny amounts. You know, like, to have a beer that just rocks your world all year long, it deserves to be there. So Drake's 1500 Pale Ale.
Yes.
Yes. We're not biased or anything.
Your third
well-deserved
nominee.
Okay.
They might like you to think that it's not deserving of a nomination, but we disagree. Almost all of the brewcasters nominated Lagunitas Sucks from Lagunitas. Yeah. It was their beer they did this year in place of the brown sugar because they screwed up, and they self-proclaimed said, we suck because we couldn't do brown sugar, so instead we created Lagunitas Sucks, which turns out to be a great beer. That's this one in my glass, right?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's got great aroma. Man, they put a lot of hop in it.
Beautiful All of these beers are currently circling around the studio.
Good hops, good malt.
So they're going to do another batch of this apparently and call it Holiday Leftovers.
Nice.
Lagunitas still sucks or something like this.
I think
Great, yeah.
really good.
I think they should continue to call it Lagunitas Sucks because, for one, people bought into it, and two, it's a great beer. You're allowed to say we suck if it's great.
Sucks again.
Yeah.
Is that
sucks
why
over and over.
Sucks more.
One more time.
Is that why you tell me I suck all the time? Because I'm really great?
Yes.
Thank you.
Exactly why. All right, and your fourth and final nomination for Beer of the Year,
which is
the entire lineup from Firestone Walker Brewing Company.
There you go.
Yeah. Now, listen, this might sound ridiculous, but here's the thing. We nominate them every year for Beer of the Year. They win almost every year for Beer of the Year with us. There's not a beer that they put out that anybody in this room wouldn't drink on a constant basis. Finally, when I sent out, hey guys, send me your nominations for Beer of the Year, not one person in the room repeated a Firestone Walker beer, but they all sent one in. Everybody sent it like, I like the Black Xanthus. I like the Pale 31. I like the Firestone 15. I like the Velvet Merkin in a barrel. Yes. Everybody sent in a different Firestone Walker beer. The truth is, and you all know it if you've been listening for any period of time, we like every single thing that they send out. So, collectively, the entire Firestone Walker lineup has been nominated for Beer of the Year.
Deserving. Very deserving.
Yes.
And the winner of your 2011, 12, 20, 20 Beer of the Year. Drake's 1500 Pale Ale.
Yeah!
Oh. What a beer. What a pale ale.
Yeah.
Is this the first time a pale ale's ever won?
No, Pale 31 has won a couple years ago.
I think it won
last year? I think it was last year, yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. It was the anniversary beers that won the 2 years before. That's what I'm saying. Firestone dominates this all the time. But 1500 this year, come on. The lost art of the pale ale has been rediscovered in Drake's 1500 Pale Ale. It's a good beer.
It's really, really good.
So, does anybody disagree in this room with that being the beer of the year? Because I will kick you in your balls.
With my mouth.
I think this is a good time to say thank you to our new sponsor, Drake's Brewing Company out of San Diego.
Right. They are actually a sponsor of the Winterfest, but that's separate. That's different. All right. Congratulations to Drake's Brewing Company for Beer of the Year. Up against some good beers, you know. Don't you know? Sure. Don't you know?
I know.
Or Firestone.
Yeah, betcha.
All right, folks, it's time. You know, it's only the second time I think this award has been out there. Also, there's a couple new awards this year. At least only been around for a couple years, and this one is no different. Oh, that might be last year's. I better make that new so that fucking announcer guy doesn't yell at me.
Oh.
Now, for the listeners with the smoothest game, who foolishly and with reckless abandon rock the BN above all other priorities in their lives. Here are the nominees for the Brewing Network Pimp of the Year.
Yeah, Pimp of the Year. Just before we do that, let's go to line one with Andy Wood. Andy, what's happening?
Hey, friends, how are you all doing?
We're doing great.
Andy.
Great. I just wanted to give my speech, as it were.
I'm glad you called in for that.
As it was.
I am, too. I mean, I am the caller of the year, so I guess I have carte blanche, as it were.
I don't think it was.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you. I'd like something kind of unique, absolute radio silence as I read my speech that I wrote.
You got it.
Thank you.
From who?
Hold on a second. Okay, just 1 second. I gotta find. Oh, here it is. Okay. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and mollification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and little white girls, sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back into the South with. With this faith, we will be able to brew out of the mountains. Get it? Brew out of the mountains.
Oh, I get it.
To this
It's pretty stupid.
stone hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we shall be able to work together. We pray together, to brew together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that this will be a free brew day. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Free at last, free at last. Thank God, free at last, the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I love you.
Thank you, Andy Wood. We love you. There you go. The great Andy Wood, your caller of the year 2011-12. Yeah. Terrence is offended. I can tell by looking at his face. I almost did the shotgun sound at the end of his speech to get rid of him, but then I thought, wow, that'd be fucked up because he was...
Do you have a lynching sound effect?
I didn't have a lynching sound, so but even the shotgun sound, not nice.
I'll tell you, there's a few people in the chat who now, after that call, want his award revoked.
Revoked?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a good caller of the year call?
Yeah. That was the 2012 call. Does that count?
Yeah,
right.
That was in the future past.
All right. Back to your 2020 Pimp of the Year.
Oh. Pimp.
Now, for the listeners with the smoothest game, who foolishly and with reckless abandon rock the BN above all other priorities in their lives. Here are the nominees for the Brewing Network Pimp of the Year.
That's right. So these are the guys who go out and just pimp the BN everywhere. They're always talking BN. They're trying to get other people to listen to the BN. They're doing everything they can for the BN. The BN Pimp of the Year. Your number one nominee is the Brewing Network Homebrew Club.
Yes!
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Every competition they enter, it's the BN Homebrew Club. We won BN Homebrew Club of the Year. They're doing it everywhere. So.
Yeah.
BN Homebrew Club. Number 2, Brew Tattoo. Yeah.
Do
Brew
I have
Tattoo.
to clap for him?
JP. You have to clap. You have to clap. You know, Brew Tattoo ordered coasters for us at NHC this year. In previous years, he's always given us those business cards to hand out. Not like our own with our name on it, but the ones you can give out to the public without my fucking cell phone number on it.
I just roll them up and do coke.
The guy's been pimping the BN for years and years and years, and he's good at it. He's a great guy. So Brew Tattoo is your second nominee. Your third nominee for BN Pimp of the Year, Nico Brew, ladies and gentlemen. Nico Brew. Yeah.
Now that's a good dude.
Yeah. This guy not only pimps himself very well, which he really does.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you noticed.
He's retaining a little water right now.
Yeah.
But I think he's working on it.
He's been holding back a little bit.
Yeah.
But the guy just talks up the BN everywhere he goes. He's even sent other sponsors our way because he says, hey, look, the BN does good for me, they can do it for you. So Nico Brew's really done a good job.
Yes.
Your fourth and final nominee for BN Pimp of the Year.
Fourth? Yeah, I guess so. All right.
Tasty McDole! Tasty McDole, that's right.
Thank you.
Well, Tasty is not only a walking BN billboard everywhere he goes, he's got the swag on, but he's out every night of the week. The guy parties like an 18-year-old.
As he should.
And he's got the tits to
With
show.
18-years-olds.
You know what I'm saying? He parties with the 18-year-olds.
Wait, at a bar?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
At a bar. 21-year-olds.
Yeah!
21-year-olds at a bar.
I don't want to get the kid arrested or nothing.
But really, Tasty, everywhere he goes, he's pimping the BN. I go into places and I go, hey, we got this event coming up. And they go, yeah, we know. Tasty already told us. And I go to the next place and I go, I do the BN. Yeah, we know. Tasty already told us. Everywhere I go, Tasty already told us.
Tasty has his own merch?
Now you got to drop, when you go into these bars, you got to drop my name.
And that's how you get the goods.
Really, it's kind of weird.
It used to be that I would drop the BN name. Now you got to go, I work for Tasty.
Yeah.
I have to say I work for Tasty.
Tasty's merch is wearing BN merch.
That's true.
Right?
Tasty's merchandise has the hop grenade on it. Tasty's merch has
I don't
BN
have any merch.
He's a pimp. So Tasty gets nominated for the BN Pimp of the Year 2011-12.
Thanks for the nomination.
Yeah. And your winner for the 2021 BN Pimp of the Year. BN Homebrew Club.
Oh,
yeah. Listen, how much more could you pimp the Brewing Network than by winning Homebrew Club of the Year?
That's pretty cool.
You just proved it with beer. You didn't go out and mouth off. You didn't do anything that we asked you to do. Just to go out and be a mouthy dick.
Yeah.
You put your beer forward, you entered into competitions, and you won so many points that you got yourselves BN Homebrew Club of the Year. And then, of course, that resulted in pimping the Brewing Network as a viable resource for homebrewers. And so you guys deserve, every single one of you who won, Beardy, all you guys, and not just that won, but that entered under the Homebrew Club of the Year. Yeah. That's pimping the BN, because Tasty would agree, I'm sure, that's all we're about anyway, is the homebrewers.
Yeah, it's about the beer and the brewers.
Yeah.
Anyone can be a pimp, but only one pimp can have the hottest women.
And that's Tasty.
I lost track of my own.
That's pretty skanky, actually.
Actually, my broad
hot and skanky.
Is skanky. That's true. You can totally be hot and skanky. Thank you, Susie Q, for correcting us.
You can be both or not.
JP, what are you, gay?
Hot and
skanky? Be hot and skanky.
I don't know about that.
Oh, Jesus.
Why do you have to be one or the other?
I think the definition of skanky eliminates the factor of hot.
Nonsense.
I don't know.
You goddamn Republican. You've gone so far to the right so that you can't even appreciate a good skank anymore.
See, I don't even know what that means. You can't insult me because I'm so stupid. I don't even align myself with a party.
I hate it when that happens.
I know. I've outsmarted you by being stupid.
All right, it's time for another good category. Now, this one's not my favorite because douche of the year is, but this one is a lot of fun. because it's Song of the Year.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. You know, we get songs all year long.
Yeah, we do.
Not only from listeners, but just ones that we use. So here you go. A great category.
You are.
Notes, measures, stanzas, tempo. None of these things really matter to those incredible works of art that are nominated for the Brewing Network Song of the Year.
All right. Any guesses of who's in Song of the Year? Guys?
Well, I
think Steel Panther's got to be in there with one of theirs.
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Would have hoped. But
that would have been a good one, right?
I would have, here
Is
we have
Death
to,
of This Dry Season in there?
We did have to think about the criteria for the songs of the year. Steel Panther we got a lot of airplay out of them, but we didn't nominate them for Song of the Year, and only because they didn't fit the other criteria, which were not to talk about wieners.
Oh,
or not have to pay anything out someplace.
Your nominees for your 2020, 2011, 12 Songs of the Year
2020
are...
I love cats. I love every kind of cat. I just want to hug all of them, but I can't hug every cat.
You knew it was coming.
Dance party.
Anyways,
I am a cat lover.
Even and I love to run.
I'm
sorry, I'm thinking about cats again.
I really love our cats.
Yeah, your second nominee in the Brewing Network Song of the Year is My Own Birthday Song, performed by JP and Schumann.
But you have a lot of friends. A lot of people know you, and you've never met them. Such a lonely way to live.
It is.
The only one who ever knew you was a dog. And now she's gone.
Got your Western song.
What a sad song. Your next nominee, a song submitted by a listener. Actually, I should know who that listener is, I suppose.
It'd be helpful.
It'd be nice.
It's like Martin something.
I should send that listener some things because...
Why did I write it down, but I don't know who it is?
You're a dick.
I'll play it. I'll find out who it is. It's called JP's an Asshole.
Whoa.
You'll know it by this.
JP's an asshole. Sometimes he's real funny. We laugh at his wit. The young just wishes he could the shit.
I'll play it again. 'Cause I love it.
JP's an asshole. Sometimes he's real funny. We laugh at his wit. The young just wishes he could brew worth the shit.
I do. I really do wish I could brew with this shit.
Can you send me that soundbite?
That's when we all want to sing along.
Oh, that's right. Doc, you weren't here for that.
No, and my kid would love that. Oh, I'm going to wake him up for that. So can you have it ready for me when I get home? I'll wake him up for that.
Right. All right. Your next nominee, your final nominee. Now, usually we go for comedy songs and things like that on the show. But in this case, we had to pick something that actually was a good song. We couldn't help it because it really was a good song. Maybe mostly because we were surprised that it was a good song. From our friends, The Trophy Fire, Modern Hearts.
I want release to fire the senses from the songs that took me from my doing you. We used to run recklessly, but we'd hammer it out. What could be more beautiful?
Hearts by Trophy Fire, our only serious nomination in a lot of years.
Excuse me, it's the Trophy Fire.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I'm their brand.
Are you
manager.
sure?
I'm their brand manager, and I would really like for you to say the Trophy and then Fire. It is TTF.
The Trophy Fire.
Yes.
All right, so your nominees are the Cat Lady with the Cat Lady clip, JP and Schumann for the Jay's birthday song.
Yes.
JP's an Asshole by
some guy.
Martin Parmer.
Yes.
Yeah, Martin Parmer.
Good job, Parmer.
And finally, Modern Hearts by Trophy Fire. And the winner of your 2020 Song of the Year is Modern Hearts by Trophy Fire. Yeah, what a song. Yay.
Yes.
Yay. Actually, I was just, they got this rad nomination by Live 105, which is the top alternative station here in the Bay Area of the top, I think, 20 bands.
Twin.
Which was cool that they got nominated, which is great they got nominated. But I read the write-up, and then I thought this is really great. The write-up was that the album, Modern Hearts, is one of the most perfect, I think the words were, most perfectly produced albums of 2011.
Awesome.
Wow. And I agree. The production and recording on the album is just amazing.
Crash and burn, you laugh at the ashes. Now we find our addiction.
Buy the album now on iTunes, and I think you can buy it everywhere else too, like Amazon and through their website and everything else. Modern Hearts by Trophy Fire. You might think we gave that to them because Schumann's our friend.
And you're right.
But it's more that we can't believe Schumann was part of a really good project.
Yeah.
It's a good album, and it's a good live band, too. They're really good.
And we can use this without having to pay anything.
I think we've got Schumann on the line right now to accept his award. Adam, congratulations on BN Song of the Year, my friend.
Who's Adam?
The Schumann guy. Oh, please.
Hey, Shu. Congratulations.
Thank you. What do I win?
A regular telephone.
Not much.
No? Okay.
Did you hear a competition?
No. Who else is in there? I imagine it must be pretty good if you're making a big deal of it.
It's pretty good. Let me play you your competitors right now. Here's who you were up against.
I love cats. I love every kind of cat. I just want to hug all of them, but I can't get hug every cat.
Good, right?
Okay, that's pretty good.
Plus, you were up against yourself with this one.
But you have a lot of friends. A lot of people know you, and you've never met them. Such a lonely way to live.
My Own Birthday Song.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one, too.
And then, of course, you were up against this one.
JP's an asshole. Sometimes he's real funny. We laugh at his wit. The young, he just wishes he could brew worth the shit.
The old JP's an Asshole song. So
we actually inched out on that one, too, huh?
Yeah, so tough competition, my friend.
Yeah, I called my dad to tell him, but he's fucking dead.
Did you forget that?
Do you want to?
I did for a second.
Yeah, but he didn't think it would matter.
Do you want to call my spare dad and tell him that you won?
Yeah, could I?
Yeah, you can call him. He'll be fine. Wake him up right now. He's on the East Coast. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to say to your fans?
Both of them.
Do we have any fans?
You have like a half of a fan.
Yeah, both.
I think both of Susie Q's breasts are your fans. You have two fans.
Well, thanks, Doc, for listening to it.
No problem, man.
Those are
Perfect.
huge fans.
All right. Sorry to wake you, Schumann.
I'm sorry?
We're sorry to wake you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Great.
I think this is the perfect time to thank our other new sponsor, Grey Day Records.
Right.
For sponsoring.
It would have been a good job. He could have done a real... How come they don't take these awards seriously? How come he didn't thank God? And Grey Day Records. This is bullshit. The people don't take these awards seriously, but it's some real shit here.
He's an idiot. What do you want from him?
Wait, so what do I win?
It's the internet. It's out there. It's real.
Wow. I mean, really.
Come on.
All right.
If you don't take this seriously,
who will? Not me. All right. Couple awards left to do after Song of the Year, a very important award. You know, we started an award last year, which, I think it's a big deal. And it made Tasty cry. It's our Dedication to Personal Success Award.
That's a good one. I look forward to this one every year.
Don't you think so?
I really do.
Because
you're brewing Vinny's beer there, right? The Janet's Brown? You're drinking the Janet's Brown, right?
That's personal
Sadly,
success.
Roy Brown. It's a Janet's Brown inspired beer.
Yes.
Next, for only the second time, we recognize the person who, with a generous heart, takes the selfless art of self-promotion seriously. It's the Brewing Network Dedication to Personal Success Award.
Right. You remember that last year Tasty won with this.
You had you had Vinny's beer there, right? The Janet's Brown. You're drinking the Janet's Brown, right? It's his Badly Roy Brown. It's a Janet's Brown inspired beer. Eric and I were brewing when we brewed the Janet's Brown. Janet's Brown. I like it. It's got a little bit of Janet's in it. I'm a big fan of this. Janet's when the Janet's Brown was poured in there, it was kind of unique and it was dark.
We'll definitely brew the Janet's again.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Janet's Brown. I'm on a tour here. I call it a mini rollout. Janet's Brown. And you get to meet me. It's really good, isn't it? That's the first time the beer has been poured outside the pub. Janet's Brown, people that hadn't got to try it yet or that didn't make their way up to Santa Rosa got to try it there. Janet's Brown. I'll be at the Trappist next week. I'll let you know when. Janet's. The beer that I brewed at Russian River is very, very similar to what I brewed. Janet's Brown. I'll bring my entourage. Yeah.
Now listen, Tasty's...
Don't talk all that shit out. I haven't heard it since last year.
That's amazing.
Tasty's success in his dedication to personal success went even further, as you might know, because after he was given that award, Vinny showed up at the National Homebrewers Conference and put up Tasty's logo on the main screen at the keynote address.
That's right.
Among his other fantastic beers of the year.
I was even in the middle with the bigger logo.
Yeah, but you were just like, this is part
Featuring.
of...
It had Pliny and Happy Hops kind of off to the side a little
smaller versions of those.
I think you mean Hoppy Hops, right?
So listen, I just want to say how far this award really can go, because I think it was the award that made Vinny do that, Tasty. He saw that it was an award-winning thing, and he was like, I'm going to go further.
He's going to one-up it.
Was it Vinny or John Wayne?
I think it was...
Well, I think we'll definitely brew that Janet's Brown again as soon as we save this here town.
Pilgrim.
All right, your nominees for dedication to personal success are... Jamil Zainasheff for Heretic Brewing Company. Yeah.
Great nominee.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. Not that the guy shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
But if I had to count how many times I've heard Heretic on the Jamil shows between the time before it opened and now.
Yeah.
Well, we all know I can't count that high.
Just go back to listen to Can You Brew to Brew Strong at any point last year from day one on.
Yes.
And you'll know all about it.
So Jamil Zainasheff.
I've watched it appear in my local liquor store and disappear in the same week.
Right. And that is due to his dedication to personal success.
It went. It's gone.
Doc, you don't have any peers.
What did it do?
I have none.
Yeah.
Did it go wimp, poop, poop, and gone?
Yes, and gone.
I'm pretty sure it went wimp, poop, poop, and gone.
Poop. Yeah.
All right, your second.
That's 3 days of poop, poop.
For dedication to personal success, the duo that is Justin and JP for promoting BYOB TV.
No!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. We spent a good portion of the beginning of the year saying, hey, watch our show. You should watch our show. Watch our show.
What are you?
Did you see our show?
Did you?
Check the show out.
I haven't seen it.
Do you remember the show last week?
Who's on?
What a good show.
What time did it air?
Our promos are airing.
Are they?
Did you see the show?
That was so much fun.
What a great show.
Everyone's been so great to us.
Hey, don't forget that we have a homebrew show.
I want to thank Blue Moon.
You know, I have a commercial out.
And I sucked at it. God, don't bring that up. Speaking of that, we are going to be on the Taste Awards on Thursday.
That's true.
We're going to win an award, motherfucker!
That fucking thing got nominated for a Food and Beverage Television Award.
Right, your own
from
deal,
the
bro.
Food Network.
Oh, the
Wait, are you
Tasties?
serious?
Yes.
We're going to the Tasties next week.
What are those?
The Tasties?
I don't know.
Google.
You're really going?
Who else knows?
Fuck yeah.
I have to go.
We're going to hobnob with Zane Lamprey.
That's the scam, is you buy tickets. That's the whole thing.
It is. Isn't that stupid?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The president of the TV station, the sponsor of the show, this asshole, And the executive producer are all like, "Oh, we have to go."
Fuck yeah!
And then they're like, "Don't forget to buy your tickets."
Yeah, that was kind of.
And I'm just going, really?
Nominated.
I'm just going, really? We're gonna go, this award show means something after I buy my fucking tickets?
Nominees buy tickets. Do the hosts buy tickets?
Oh, it's very important to these people.
Well, only one was given away. The other 10 people in our entourage, we all had to buy.
Well, if the nomination meant anything, they gave out those 10 tickets.
Well, it's only the 3rd annual, so maybe we'll give it some. We'll give it.
Luckily, we're on the 6th annual BNAs. It means a lot.
I'll go if somebody buys my ticket.
I'm charging you guys to come to the BNAs next year.
I think you should.
I'm charging all of you.
You'll have a record number of absences.
Insider.
All right, your final. No, not your final. Your 3rd nominee for dedication to personal success is JP as the
shit.
JP brand. Yes.
Oh, I have a brand.
You have a brand.
Oh, I love personal brands.
Well, not only has JP taken to plugging his own self and the blog and things on the shows,
and my
but
anus.
if you watch his Facebook page, according to the forum, he's like, "Come click my links, come look at my blog, come do my thing, come
Every
bang
time
my
I blog,
wife."
every
He's
time
got
I
everything.
Post a blog.
It starts with liking your own post.
Gotta do it.
He likes it.
Yeah, remember when I used to do that all the
He
time?
likes his own post.
I gotta go back to doing that. That was awesome.
Post it and like it. You do it within like 2 seconds every time.
People
I
count
know,
that
it's fun.
shit.
Hey, every time I write a blog, I got to tell all my fans about it.
Your 4th and final nominee for the dedication to personal success, and we have some audio for this one, is our very own Blobber Glooby Gleeby Gloppy Gloopy Gloopy Glop Glop. Blobber, you have some sort of announcement to make, I believe.
Oh, yes.
I'm really American.
He's not American.
I'm trying to get to NHC.
Yeah. I want you there, buddy.
And so I decided to try and sell my ass, be a whore, and get sponsors.
And how's that going for you?
And that's not been very good. Nobody wants to give me money.
Oh.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Oh, well.
A few have, but anyways, I'm selling shirts.
Okay.
I was inspired. Someone has been doing this for a couple of years, and I thought, hey, what a good idea.
Blobber Glop t-shirts?
Yes.
Where do I go? I want to see these. Where do I go right
These
now?
are shop.buyblobber.com.
There you go. Not only did Blobber promote himself to get himself to NHC, but he succeeded in doing so.
Yeah. It totally
fucking worked.
He
His
was dedicated.
dedication
Yep.
to personal success actually worked.
Yeah.
And got him to NHC. We're all happy to see him.
Well, think of how far he went. He went from one end of the continent.
Yes.
Diagonal to the other.
Right. All on selling the ugliest T-shirts I've ever seen in my life.
God.
I bought one. That's how good his dedication to personal success was. It's hanging in my closet right now. It's
Why aren't you
stupid.
wearing this?
Stupid
You
shirt.
could have paid us all to be
Gave
on
me
the show
one.
right now, but instead you bought a shitty T-shirt.
I know.
That you'll never wear.
I could have given you that $20.
Yeah.
All right. Your winner. The 2011-12 dedication to personal success. Blooby Glop! Yeah, we couldn't help it because he's the only one that succeeded. Of all the nominees, it worked.
Yes,
Like the
it
guy
did.
got his goal. JP's still asking for hits to the website.
I just did right now.
Nobody watched my goddamn TV show.
No, who fucking would?
Jamil's still trying to sell the heretic.
Yeah?
Actually, he's doing great on
He's
that.
doing pretty good,
But
yeah.
you get the point. Blobber is our winner for dedication to personal success 2011-12.
And you're absolutely right. We all tried, and most of us are in the process, but he had a short-term goal.
Right.
He figured out how to do it. He accomplished it, and then that's it.
And he did it.
You know, he didn't ask for acceptance, too.
Correct.
Like everybody else.
Everybody. All right. Now, there are 3 more awards, and these ones I really like because they're private awards. The Brewcasters don't get to know about these.
Are they off air?
These are my awards that I put together without anybody's knowledge.
Let's go. Pale was afraid of my
Right. These are the ones that I like to give out to people who don't know they're going to get them. They're a little bit of fun and a whole lot of douchiness. First of all,
yes,
there's this one.
How many do I win?
Close your eyes. Doesn't it sound like that? Every now and then I...
Yes, it does.
Now I got to restart it.
You're like 3 years old then?
Didn't the music sound like...
I see the fucking look in your eyes.
Every now and then I get a little bit closer to the feeling. All right.
with great honor that I now announce an award that I will never receive.
Ever.
An honorable award, not for perfection, but for just
being there.
Getting a little bit better. It's the 2012 Most Improved Brewcaster.
Yeah. All right. Now, I'd like to say that there were a lot of nominees in this category.
There's not.
How many could there have possibly been?
They're just calling it in, huh?
Yeah. Well, even among the small amount of brewcasters we have, not all of you improve every year.
That narrows it down so much.
Some of you go in spurts. And anyway.
That's like a sex joke, too.
Yes.
You can do it both ways. You can either use it for real life or for like a sex thing.
Or just go both ways.
What are you using it for?
Wow. I don't know.
All right.
So I won't read off nominees. This is just one of those you won categories. But this brewcaster showed up, kind of a while ago and had a difficult time. Knew that there was a place to be here and a place to contribute, but took a while to figure it out. And not only then figured it out, but then took it farther into their own realm and decided, not only am I here now, and this is kind of my gig, but I'm going to do with it what I want to do with it.
Own it.
I'm going to own this shit. They kind of owned it. Like, that's the deal. They kind of owned it. So in 2011, the person who owned their role the most, who really figured out where they belong in the show and to put forth the position they wanted to be in,
Biscuit.
It's Tasty McDole.
Yes!
It's Tasty McDole.
Yes!
It's fucking Tasty McDole. The guy went from being kind of, I don't know, maybe I can say some things, maybe I can't, to every time JP and I go off into a direction that is totally ridiculous, Tasty's like, you know what, the guest is still on the phone.
And I have a question about attenuation.
Yeah. And,
that is true. But also on the other side of that, he has... Tasty has improved when and where to say homebrewing knowledge.
Yep.
But also to throw down and say the most weird shit you can ever imagine.
Yes.
So his comedic timing has gotten way better in the last 2 years, maybe.
Oh, my favorite quote of the year, of everybody, not just Tasty, but my favorite quote of the year was me talking about my leaky wiener, because I have uptight wiener syndrome.
Yeah.
Like, after I pee, it still keeps leaking.
Right.
Tasty goes, oh, you need a forward-sealing dick.
That's what you need.
You needed that pearl.
It'll only work on a homebrew show.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Everyone else would be like, what?
Yeah. Or a craft brew show.
Yeah, or maybe, yeah. Really?
Yeah.
So he contributed to the interviews when we needed it. Great questions. He shows up prepared. He makes notes. And Tasty, you've come into your own in this past year, and I appreciate it. It makes my job easier. So,
well, thank you. I like to thank the. Thank you.
He's good about not letting you forget the sponsors.
Who would you like to thank?
Well, I'd like to thank the Academy first of all,
of course,
and the Board of Governors. You.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And,
there's wiener's right there.
The payroll department here sucks, by the way. I never get a check. So
right, I'll talk to them.
I want to complain about it.
I will talk to them.
Address on numerous occasions.
They're going to fix the glitch.
Yeah, right. I'll talk to them.
Well, on a serious note, well, there aren't any here, I guess, but
flat.
I do take the thing seriously. I'm going to hear for 4 hours on Sundays. I try to pay attention.
Yeah,
and like a lot of people tell me, and I guess they've told you as well.
Yeah,
I'm always thinking about the home brewer out there and what they're thinking and where are they at in this whole process right here.
Yeah.
So,
and that was a nomination from the forum too. Is they just thought, look, every time we're thinking of a homebrew question, Tasty's usually the guy who asks it.
Yeah, I try to think that way.
And it's really great, and I mean it. The improvement to put yourself there. The other thing is, Tasty, we talked about this on the show. Some kind of behind the scenes stuff is there's times when we're all talking over each other, like to ask a question. But Tasty's the one guy who's usually aware and just goes he kind of raises his hand and goes.
Well,
he just lets me know over here, I got a question. And the rest of us are looking to get in a joke and the next fucking thing. Yep. And Tasty's just I got it. Whenever you're ready, I got a good question.
I got a serious question. Especially, I don't like to kill the humor because that's the show's all about.
I know you don't, but that's what I mean. That's what you're good at. Is you just let me know, and if I get to you, you're happy, and if I don't, you never shit on me for it.
Well, and if you were watching the webcam tonight, especially, there were a couple times when it was Hold on, Tasty has a question,
Right.
and that kind of communication really works,
Yeah.
especially well. And it took us a very long time to figure that shit out.
There's too many chefs in the kitchen. So,
For sure, right?
We were stepping all over each other, and I got better at that as time went on.
Well, I think we all did, and we're all looking around, and it was mainly because Tasty just fucking kept asking questions.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
And kept just waiting to ask
Right.
questions. Yeah. So, Tasty, well done. Most
Good job,
improved
buddy.
brewcaster.
Thank you.
My friend Tasty. Good job.
Now give me a joint.
All right. All right. Your next award. God, I hope he gave me a piece of audio for it. I'm going to find it.
Well, whatever you do, don't use last year.
Don't use last year.
All right. Now, I'm going to play the let me play the intro, and then I'll talk to you guys about it. Here we go. Long.
And now, with great pleasure, comes the award that carries with it the hope of an entire generation. The equivalent of nailing your mash temperature. Perfect attenuation. Vinny Chilurzo's approving smile. Give it up for this year's MVB, the most valuable brewcaster.
That's right, the MVB.
Whoa, that's it.
All right, I created this one this year.
Yeah, you did.
And I hope that all of you take it in stride. Like if a baseball team wins the World Series, everybody knows that it's the team that got them there.
Yes.
But there's still always an MVP.
Well, you got to have one.
So I don't mean to insult anybody else by giving this.
I don't think you should.
But as the owner of a company, which I just discovered 2 weeks ago, as the owner of a company, and I observe all of you guys, just knowing who has helped us get the farthest and really get there, I had to create an MVB this year. Because I thought it was worth it.
Most venereal bitch.
And this one's real simple, and I'm pretty sure that everybody knows it. Your most valuable brewcaster this year is Scott Moskow.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the guy, Moskow.
100%.
Look at games like, is it called Guess the Brewcaster? I don't even know. This is how valuable he is.
Bruce Lane is it anyway.
There you go. Bruce, this is how valuable he is. His host is a fucking idiot.
It's a
Bruce
memorable
Lane
name.
is it?
What did you say?
The JP interview game where JP where you plug in like I
Suck
hate
a dick. It doesn't matter
for all the interviews.
It doesn't matter.
Booking guests constantly so I never have to worry about it. You have no idea what a load off my shoulder this is. If Sully bails out on JP for a JP mixtape show, who does JP call? Moskow. And does he have any doubt that Moskow's going to show up? Fucking no. Moskow's like, yep, I'm there.
For sure. Not to mention, he was on his way home. He was on the road doing some other fucking bullshit.
Turned around
and came over
and came to the show. Same thing will go if whether I'm traveling or I'm at home and I go, look, Moskow, I screwed this up and I really need some audio for this. It's just done. The guy just says, this is always his answer. Done. It's done. The guy, I think everybody knows that Moskow has really helped this show get farther. We're a group of slackers that have I hope we follow in your footsteps, Moskow, because you're on it, man, and you've done a great job both with guest booking and coming up with content, and even just that I can go, Moskow, I really need this done. You always go, fucking done. Forget about it. It's done. So, most valuable brewcaster, Scott Moskowitz. And the listeners nominated you, too, in the forum. I don't know if you saw it, but they know
did. I read the thread, yes. Thanks for all the love. I appreciate it, guys. And I need to mention Nate, too. Nate deserves a mention in this because he's a very valuable addition to the show as well.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Actually,
what? And when we say footsteps, we don't mean literally because you do kind of have a duck walk. And I don't really...
I know.
I value my posture a little bit more than that.
I was pointing in two directions, and it was Moskow.
Or Nate.
Because he had two boners?
Nate's
Moskow
fantastic.
does way more stuff behind the scenes than I do. Planning, scheduling, arranging stuff, like all the hours spent looking for audio clips for that game, that kind of stuff. That's a ton of time.
It's definitely a lot of work, but it's great, and I feel like I should be disingenuous and be making jokes right here. But I mean, this industry is awesome. Internet radio and craft beer are both industries that are blowing up.
Yeah,
I think it's going to continue in 2012 and beyond. And I love all you guys. You guys are my friends and my coworkers, and it's awesome. It's great.
I don't know about that.
Well, and like,
see, I know, right? So I feel like it's like, I'm being sincere.
It's hard to be
ridiculous.
sincere.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's a team effort. You know, you don't win the World Series without being a team, and I meant that. But they still always nominate an MVP, and so that's what I meant. That you're still the MVP. And Nate's great. Everybody in here has done a lot of work, but Moscow, you've done more work this year than anybody in the room, and you've done hard work. But not just that, you've been really creative work, and it's made the show better because of it. Also, when I used to work in the restaurant industry, this is what we call a verbal tip, and it's often found among seniors. And that is that, oh my God, your service was so wonderful. I've never had such great service. You brought my drinks on time. My food was wonderful. Here is a 2% tip on your check, and this is me giving that to you.
Verbal tip in lieu of an actual tip.
I'm verbal tipping you, Moscow.
There's $25 right there.
Here's a
I've been sitting there for weeks.
That's Nate's money. Actually, I meant See, I am stingy, but I'm not dishonest. And Nate gave this money like for the bet last year, but nobody else gave their money up. And I was like, well, I have to give it back to Nate because we didn't divvy up the bet money. That's your the 20 is yours, and the 5 is Nicole's.
Cool.
Make sure Nicole gets it, or I'll feel upset.
You can tell.
I'll buy her a beer.
You can tell it for sex.
Moscow, you rocked it.
I'll write that on his face.
Thank you.
Yeah, good times, man.
2011 was a big year because of you, and a funny year. Like I mean, the funny bits and everything. So thank you, sir.
Well, here's to 2012.
All right, there you go.
What is?
I've got one more award left to give. Just one more.
And then we have the Twitter game, and then we can leave.
Are you still
that's
Twitter?
actually, we have an acceptance speech for an award that doesn't exist, too. We still have to do that.
Oh, shit.
All right.
We're going to be another 12 hours.
Here is a brand new
Not without
award.
beer.
Another brand new award. God damn it. These awards, by the time we reach 2015.
We're going to start an hour earlier.
Adding.
We need beer winches.
Yeah. All right, I'll work on that next year.
Can you please?
They're all in the other room drinking white wine.
And they're not
bring up the round one sign.
Beer.
Yeah. Terrence is here. He can bring a beer.
Yeah,
That's
winch.
not the same.
All right, here you go. A brand new
racist. Did I be racist?
A brand new award for 2011, and maybe my favorite. After douche.
After you douche?
Technology can change our lives, bring us closer to the people we love.
Oh, I need one.
Or not. Here are the 2012 nominees in a new award category. The People I Used to Like Before I Knew Them on Facebook Award.
Oh, this is so good! How did you keep this private?
I had to do it because
I have like 700 nominations, bro.
I knew that this was going to be a popular award. The People I Used to Like Before I Knew Them on Facebook
You're
Award.
such an asshole for keeping this from me.
Terrence, you might want to leave the room.
I kind of just want to go through my list right now.
Okay, I will allow some adding to the list. All right, my first nominee for the brand new award, People I Used to Like Before I Knew Them on Facebook. Your very first nominee, Terrence the Black.
Wait, so what is it about Terrence's page that makes you think that?
Now here,
Not his page so much as his garbage-filled feed.
I'll tell you right now.
Go ahead, Doc.
I thought it was the
I
same-
like it that I
same
don't even
thing,
have
right?
to say. Everybody knows.
Terrence,
I know.
Go ahead,
Terrence
Doc.
is either too religious or not enough religious.
There's no middle
What
ground.
about not enough religious? I don't get that one.
You pissed me off.
Have I really? Have I really?
No, the other way. But
okay.
it doesn't matter. But somebody is either way. Because, you're not middle of the road enough.
In anything. I'm not.
Can
like
you be that way?
I can't in life. I'm not.
Yeah.
Just not.
Here's why I nominated Terrence. Here's why. It's
I
more.
love you, Justin, by the way.
Did I tell you that
all or nothing.
I still love you?
I don't care about Terrence's religious post, to be honest.
No, neither
with
do
you.
I.
Here's why I nominated Terrence for people I used to like before I knew them on Facebook.
Okay.
It's that there's like 8 deep questions a day that are stupid questions. They're not even deep.
Yes.
And in fact, today I think he posts, I hate it when people think that they're deep and they're like as deep as a thimble. But then he has things like, they're like the age-old question. It's like, what does friendship mean to you? And then I'm like, fuck you, Terrence. I have to write to you on a comment on Facebook what friendship means to me?
Why don't you just like it?
Or it goes, Sunday is a special day
but what value does it hold in your heart? And it's always like it's like a cryptic question. It's so cryptic that I'm always just like, I don't fucking know. I take great shits on Sunday. I don't know. It's so deep. It's so deep.
I have to go to the in-laws.
Go ahead, Terrence.
Should I?
Can I?
It's the question. Should I? No, I don't fucking know. Go.
Can I explain myself just for half a second? Okay. On Facebook, I don't ever tell people to friend me on Facebook, but follow me on Twitter. Twitter is all the beer talk and stuff like that.
All right.
I've had people leave the church because I talked about beer on Facebook before.
Really?
Really? Yeah, for real. Like for real. So I
Screw
don't.
that.
It's just ridiculous. Facebook, if I have something I'm talking about on a Wednesday night, I'll throw a question up there, something like that.
Well, it's part of why
That's
I
about
don't
it.
comment on your threads.
I actually want you to.
No, but Terrence, I have a joke for every post that you make.
I'm okay with that.
But if you have people leaving your church because of it,
Screw those. Yeah, he doesn't need prudes in his congregation.
I'm being completely honest with you. I don't
Okay.
care. I enjoy when someone says something like that because then I can comment. But when
I don't even mean vulgar jokes. I just have simple jokes like Terrence, fuck you. Like, I say that
with me.
But there's such deep give me an example, Terrence.
Okay, so one of the ones was what is the meaning of life? And now when I put that on there, hold on, when I put that on there,
Yeah.
it was on there after I got out of a meeting with the head pastor who said, Terrence, you talk way too much about beer, you talk way too much about stuff like that. Just use something light and fluffy.
He meant on your Facebook?
On my Facebook.
Okay.
But he's blocked from my Twitter.
Okay.
The Twitter is me. That's me. So.
Well, I'll tell you the most interesting conversation that you ever posted on Facebook was what about the Christian religion keeps you away or something like that. And I made the mistake of going, I can be real hilarious right now.
Oh, no.
But I tried to be serious and whatever because I respect Terrence, not only because he's hilarious. He's one of the most funny people that I know.
Yeah.
But he's also probably the most sincere person that I know.
Right.
So I want to be funny, but at the same time, I want to be respectful because he's my friend, right? And then I start getting into a debate with people
because as uncomfortable as you have to stay
because I'm a fucking asshole because I get trolled hard. Like if people go, well, this thing, no, you don't understand because and I'm like and I got in this like debate like 15 comments deep with this dude. And I tried to prove to him that Noah's Ark never happened.
Oh, God!
I know. I got caught up in that, and then I finally was like, you know what? I'm kind of over it.
But by that time, it was 4 days later.
Right. and I kind of felt bad for everybody else who had commented because they kept getting an email that said Jason Petros commented on this thing.
It was ridiculous.
Step back and go.
I like those, and it's fun, but at the same time, it gets too much, and I don't know what to say.
Like today with the whole I hate when blah blah blah, about the try to be deep.
Deep, yes.
So I'm at church today. All right, it's between services. This dude comes up to me. He's like, Terrence, man, I just want to take you aside as a brother in Christ, man, and tell you that you really shouldn't say the word hate because people.
God.
I'm like, are you? And the dude's like stoned off his mind at the time, all right?
That's what I'm saying,
in the middle of church, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, you're really calling me out about this? He's like, yeah, you shouldn't say the word hate because people. I'm like, all right, whatever, dude, screw it, whatever.
Well,
So,
listen, I will say
Facebook
this.
is
In JP's example, it's not one of my examples. When you ask specific questions about things that you're passionate about and that are part of your life, like saying, what about Christianity drives you away? Those aren't the ones that I mind because I feel like you're actually a guy who believes in this and you want to know why other people don't or what drives them away. Right. Like that I'm okay with.
Yeah.
It's more the ambiguous ones that drive me fucking nuts.
I get it.
What are you going to do today to change the world?
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yes, like that. Those are the ones, JV. Thank you. Because then I'm like, I don't know. I'm fucking jerk off less.
No, the reason why I asked that is because so many people are like, I really care about everyone and I love everyone, and then I ask a question like that, and they're like, nothing. I'm not going to do anything to make anyone's life better at that point.
Because they're not.
They're not. I know. But
It's an honest answer.
Isn't that the point of life, though?
I agree with you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, because I think
It is, but not on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's like Jesus said no eggs this morning.
Who gives
What do
a
you
crap?
think?
It's not even about Jesus. It doesn't matter what you believe. I mean,
No,
seriously.
I know. It's never about Jesus. If you would post things about what Jesus said, at least it's not ambiguous. It's the other ones. It's the other ones.
Well, I'm sorry that you hate me now that we're friends.
Well,
on Facebook.
I do.
I'll
no,
delete you when I get home. Don't worry.
It's person
it's not
that
hate. It's just like less.
I like less. It's before I knew you on Facebook. You're only our first nominee, by the way. So we're
working this.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yes. Okay.
But to Terrence's credit, it sounds like he's not interested in theology. He's interested in like people's values. Like, oh, what like it's not about the religion.
I'm telling you that's what I love about Terrence.
This is not about what he thinks. It's the other way around.
I don't think anyone's interested in this show anymore. Can we just get on with it?
Right. I'm telling you, that's what I love about Terrence, actually, is that it's not about denominations or theology necessarily. Although if he has a belief, he just goes, well, what about it pushes you away? That I dig. All that stuff I dig.
Yeah.
It's never about that. It's just about being an annoying fucking asswipe, asking fucking ambiguous questions.
Well, he wants to challenge everybody. He wants to challenge you. And a lot of times, it won't be on a specific.
Yeah. Or he goes, or he makes some fucking Blossom comment, or some Blossom.
Yeah, fuck you and Blossom.
On Facebook.
Okay, that was a good pull.
And then
that
I
was
just go,
a really good pull.
And then I just want to write, I just want to call you and I go, hey, Terrence, I just want to remind you, you're black. Don't make Blossom references anymore, or Golden Girls, or anything else.
Even a Fresh Prince would be maybe acceptable, but still really too white for you.
Right? Yeah.
You're actually making a really good point.
All right.
Thank you.
Our second nominee for the person I used to like before I knew them on Facebook, our very own Jason Petros.
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah.
I knew that shit was happening.
Yeah. This one is for every other, and Terrence, you included. Now that you've been nominated, you're part of this. Every post that anybody makes, JP will. You think he shits on your opinion on this show? On Facebook, he diarrheas on your opinion, and whatever it is, your opinion is shit, and his opinion, and I don't care what it is.
It's true.
Now I agreed with him on the Blossom count, but this could be a perfect example. Like, Blossom, really? That's the worst. And then he would not only, like, I would just say, dude, you shouldn't reference Blossom because you're black. He would go into like the acting quality on Blossom or the I don't even know what other like criteria that this man has to shit on people's posts, and so it's for his commentary. It's not for his own posts. It's for his commentary on other people's posts. Because the other thing is, some people will post things that they believe in, and you could tell that they believe in it, and so you leave it alone, even if you don't agree. But JP doesn't have that filter. For example, why
did you soil my Facebook with this comment?
Yeah, like he doesn't. Like somebody, it might be. You could tell that like their father died of that, or I don't even know what it is.
Yeah. My father didn't die of that.
But JP would be like, yeah, you know what? Those fuck those Islamist douches. It's not even about like those, but you see what I mean?
I'll unwrap a towel. I don't care.
He doesn't have the filter that goes, this person is mourning or this person is angry or this person is sad, and they're making this opinion that they might not really state that way in another time.
It's just about their feeling a certain way at a certain time.
JP doesn't see that. He's like, yeah, well, they shouldn't have been an asshole and said that thing to that person. It's always like that. It's black and white.
You should see the shit I say to my nephew on Facebook, man.
Okay.
He's like what is he, 21, and he has the emotional level of like a 12-year-old girl. He's just up and down all the time, and I shit on him when he's up and shit on him when he's down. It's so much
shit
fun.
on him when
I mean, the poor guy's like, man, life's really hard today. And JP will write something like, yeah, did you get up and do something, you fucking asshole?
Basically what it is.
Try being a Vietnam vet who's homeless. Like, I mean, he doesn't even, there's like no filter.
Life is so hard. Oh, what did you do? You couldn't fucking bench 220, pussy?
Yeah. I mean, you read.
Shut up, dude.
Now, here's the point of the award. Now, you have to remember the point of the award. It's that I know you both personally.
Right.
And I love hanging out with you face to face. But I see you on Facebook and I go, I fucking hate that guy. I don't even like him. I don't like him at all. Because I read your things and I go, I don't like him. So this is I just try to remind you of the point of the award.
Justin,
JP's attack.
Justin, you read it and you go, why did I read that?
Yeah, but you can't help it.
Okay, and one more thing with JP.
Yeah.
If he has nothing to say, he'll tell you. I have nothing to state right now.
Yeah.
Check back later.
And you know what? I wrote that on my Facebook, and I got more comments on that than like in a long time.
All right.
People are more interested in knowing what I don't want to say.
My third nominee.
Yes.
For person I used to like before I knew them on Facebook. Sarah Huska. Sarah fucking Huska.
What does she do? Get the Twitter feed and you get the dual attack.
I used to like this broad. She had a lot of beer inside, and she'd be out at different events. And then I see her on Facebook, and it's like, Jesus, see a therapist for fuck's sake.
What does she post? I think
understand.
JP is dying.
Yeah, I thought she was like normal and sweet. She's whacked. She's a whacked out chick.
I mean, can I donate to your fucking therapy fund?
JP is in a fetal position on the floor.
We are not your therapist.
Yeah, I mean, if you need that much goddamn attention, just fucking write it in the sky next time. The attention that this person needs, and so
I need any detail. What does she do? Because all I would do is just stare at her picture.
You know what?
She goes out for a beer. We all
JP,
know.
help me out.
I'll tell you
because I know she'd have been on your list.
Well, I'll tell you because it totally solidifies my nomination.
Okay.
She posted some bullshit about how she's gonna like move, and someone was like, "You post the most boring stuff," and I'm like, "God, you know what? They're fucking right." 45 minutes later, she has this post about, God, can someone find me a place? And I wrote, do it yourself. Yeah, place to live. I wrote, why don't you do it yourself? That's kind of an asshole I am. Like 10 minutes later, it's a picture of her sunning herself with her dog. And like, oh, I love this place so much. And I go, who cares?
Why do you want to move?
She deletes it and texts me, don't be mean to me right now.
Oh, man.
I'm like, you know what I'm going to do?
So she posts too much, in other words.
No. That's not it. Here's why.
You two are perfect on Facebook, JP.
Here's the thing. If you're having emotional things happening about moving or about your life or about who upset you
right now.
and about what you're angry about, with very few exceptions, because there are some exceptions, with very few exceptions, talk to somebody who's a friend. Like, have a conversation with somebody who gives a shit. Because if you post it to 2,000 people, it's like you're crying for help. Yeah. It's like you're standing on a bridge with a gun at your head. I'm going to jump off the bridge.
The gun seems unnecessary.
Facebook is the new cry for help. It's the new cry for help.
Yeah, turn off the computer, folks.
And now Sarah's not the worst of this, so I don't mean to make it sound that bad for her.
No,
but
she's a sweetheart.
But she's annoying as shit sometimes on the Facebook. Well, I liked her before the Facebook.
You talk about no filter. She's a woman.
Yeah, I know. Oh, wait. Do I know?
Yeah. Enough said.
Right. I mean, Susie Q, do we know? I don't know what we know. I'm just saying that there are things that you keep inside, and there are things that you can say on Facebook.
Yes.
And those two things are different. And when I know you face to face and you don't say to me the keep inside things, we have one relationship. Right. And then when I see you on Facebook and you say the keep inside things, I don't like you. Because I think it's a weird thing to do. Fucking pay for a therapist.
So what's our message to Sarah? Post some pictures and shut the fuck up?
I don't have messages. I don't have corrections.
He's not her therapist.
Here's the caveat of this whole award. I'm still going to read every single post that shithead Terrence writes and this asshole JP writes and that bitch Sarah writes. I'm going to read every single post because I'm still into it. I don't know why, but I'm just saying.
Makes you feel better.
No, it makes me like them less. I'm just saying it still makes me like them less.
We're not the same.
On Facebook.
I get you.
All right. My fourth.
We're only on the fourth.
My fourth nomination.
Out of 9.
Breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Yeah. For my fourth nomination for a person I used to like before I knew them on Facebook. Announcer guy. Announcer guy. Now, announcer guy is very simple, and we talked about it on the air.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Announcer guy is the guy who accepts everybody's invitation on the planet.
Oh, fuck that guy.
And doesn't show up. Like all of a sudden, because it's done digitally, you're allowed to California everybody.
Oh,
we've talked about this before. We all know what a California is. Oh, yeah, I'll be there. Oh, God, I love you, and I love your parties. Oh, my God.
I can't wait to see you.
Oh, my God, I will be there. And then
I'm bringing friends.
You have no intention of showing up. You're never going to be there.
Nor do you say you're not going to be there.
You don't even like that person.
I'm bringing friends.
Did I ever tell you that I got an explanation about why this happens?
No.
Because announcer guy gets invited to so many things on Facebook across the country
that he says yes to them all.
That he says yes in hopes that he will make one.
Oh, fuck that.
You know, if you're invited to some bullshit in Illinois, you're not going to go. You know that.
Right.
So why are you going to say yes? That's what the maybe category is for, or the no.
I like him less for that. I like him less. That's all I'm saying.
Agreed.
I love this man in person. I will have his babies in person.
I will help you deliver them.
Now that I know him on Facebook, I like him less.
I would not help you deliver them.
What's the point of this award?
All right, who is it?
All right,
let's go.
Your fifth and final nominee for person I used to like before I knew them on Facebook.
Yeah.
JP.
Oh!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. Twice.
Double noms, dog.
This time...
Wow, you're well nominated.
This time, it's not for the negative comments. This time, it's for the political comments.
The trolling. The master trolling.
It's like watching Adolf Hitler post on fucking politics.
Well, Goodwin's Law. You can't bring up the Nazis in any argument or you lose automatically.
I'm not in an argument. It's a nomination.
Shit.
It's like the most... I can't do it because here's why. The truth is, JP doesn't realize this, I think.
Right.
But him and I probably agree on 90% of the political spectrum.
You're right, actually, I don't realize that.
It's just that he doesn't let it go far enough into the conversation or the ideology of a conversation to understand that we come from the same place. So I read his things, and he posts these things, and I'm like, you're a fucking Nazi! You're a right-wing Republican that has nothing to conserve. You own nothing. You're promoting the same people that fuck you in the asshole. However, we could never get deep enough into a political conversation to realize that we actually believe in the same things. We talk about them from different ways. And so this is just a genuine thing. Sure. I read through I see your postings, and I'm like, this is when half the time I'm like, I have to block him. I have to block JP because I love him. I love this man. He's my friend. Right. He's great on the show. I enjoy being around him. I don't want to know. When I see these things, I'm like, I fucking hate you. I can't see it.
Do you have any examples of what makes him a Nazi?
Just go through his timeline.
How should I do that?
Yeah.
You can't. But I hate you because you're not on Facebook.
Oh, are you kidding me? Listen to you.
I thought of going through them, but it wasn't the point to pick out the ideologies, because my point is we're really similar on ideologies, and if I had picked out any things, it would turn into this whole fucking thing.
Right.
The point is, JP does this posting thing where he goes, see?
I do that.
See? I told you Obama is a devil.
Yeah.
And see? I told you this, and see? And I'm just like, God, there's a whole story here. And so...
hey, if him and his wife can't travel to Hawaii on their own together, costing the taxpayers money in a depression and a recession, then fuck that guy.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
He's like,
me and Santori will go fucking to the top.
There's a whole report about the Obamas going on vacation, and JP will go, see,
$100,000.
I told you he fucks white people in the ass.
Taxpayer money, bro.
You know, it'd be like some random disconnect, but I can tell that underneath. I'm not so far in disagreement with JP. It's just the surface way that it gets put out that it makes me go, I can't talk to him or know him or like him.
Can I tell you what it is, I think?
Go ahead.
Gay sexual tension. Yeah. I think there's a weird thing between us, and I think if we just went to Tahoe
and had anal
just for like a week, just to check it out, I think we would really come back. If you'll excuse the term, come back.
See, if you posted this on Facebook, it would not be part of what I dislike you about.
I'll do it right now.
So JP is my fifth and second and final nomination for people I used to like before I knew them on Facebook. Okay.
Yes. Great selection.
Wait a minute, we had to like him first?
Yeah.
Terrence, can you do me a favor and open the door because Doc's falling asleep from the heat? All right, thank you.
Yeah, no.
All right, your winner.
It's all the heat.
For people that I used to like before I knew them on Facebook. Jason fucking Petros. Yeah. With 2 nominations in the category. I will say this though, even with two nominations.
Oh man,
you were a hair away from that Terrence over there. You were just a hair. Because between the two of you, it's about 4 times a day that I go, just block them. Just block them because you want to keep liking them, so block them.
4 times a day?
Isn't that the hard part? And actually, it's funny you bring this up because I've actually been thinking the past few weeks to just stop all the political bullshit because it's all trolls. Like Nate was saying, it's trolls. It's all like stupid. I got in an argument with my nephew about some bullshit, and his friend was talking, and he's like, well, as a free thinker, I do this. Doesn't that make sense? And his profile pictures, he has like a vest on from a 3-piece suit, and he's like literally sun behind him, and he's looking off like this in the distance. I'm like, you are such a fucking douche. I can't help but totally destroy you.
Looks like a Christian album.
It was horrible, but I don't want to do it, and I'm actually just tired of it all.
Right.
So I kind of just want to be fun on Facebook, and so you won't not hear anymore about it.
All right, well, listen.
I know it was close, and if JP wouldn't have won, would JP have won?
It was close, but he still would have.
The second or the fourth nomination, which one did I win for?
The political post or all the other posts?
Right. All right, can I nominate the most good-looking baby?
The baby.
Actually, I can't do that to
Where
Bevo.
is it?
There's
I
2
want it.
really good-looking babies of 2011.
I want that thing.
However, true to form, it's the black baby. Come on, the black baby is always the best looking.
Do we have a black baby?
Right now. Well, he's white right now, but he's going to turn black.
No, he doesn't have to check the box, though, right?
We have Terrence the Black's baby in the room right now.
Terrence?
Good job, Scott.
He doesn't have to check the box.
But that thing is whiter than Kate. That thing is whiter than Kate.
What's that thing? But Jackson loves you. Look at he's looking at you.
He loves me.
Jackson loves you.
Yeah, you want to come on to Big Papa?
Pretty close.
Hi, Jackson. Jackson's a good-looking dude. He's grabbing that beer bottle right now. All right, I got a couple more awards, believe it or not. I thought I was done.
Oh, please, you're not done? Oh, God.
Well, listen, JP had a great new award this year.
Another one?
It's called the Hindsight Award.
Oh, that's right.
Let's give a listen to the Hindsight.
Who got it in his
Award.
hindsight?
And now, on a lighter note, the award for pleasant regret. The Brewing Network Hindsight Award. We've all said things like, had I not been as drunk as I obviously was, if only I had not failed to think ahead. Gosh, if he wouldn't have jizzed in my vajoon instead of on my chest. In other words, it's the 2012 Oh Shit Award. Vajoon.
Vajoon. All right. Wow. The 2011-12 Hindsight Award. There are no nominees. It's a lot like the Lifetime Achievement. It goes to one person. We all know and love her as Bevo. And if you'll remember, Bevo called us from Hawaii on their last vacation.
Where she got knocked up.
Where she got knocked up. We think that this clip we're about to play right now was the very night that Bevo got knocked up.
Didn't she say she had sex like
7 times?
While she was on the phone with us, the baby was forming in her.
Yes. So the
What was Sammy doing in it?
2011-12 Hindsight Award goes to Bevo for this phone call. Hey, Bevo, how drunk are you right now?
Real drunk.
Excellent. What island you at?
We're on Kauai.
The island of fucking drunk.
What's it like being with Sammy on an island for
He's
3
getting
days?
laid tonight, isn't he?
I've had sex 7 times.
What?
With who? How many times? How
in
about
3
Sammy?
days?
How about Sammy?
All right, you want to tell us what you've had to drink for Drunk of the Week?
Besides Sam?
I've had 5 Mai Tais. Wait, let's be honest. The last time I went to Hawaii, I came home with a kidney infection.
Oh, that's
this
true.
is the island or the state of sex for me.
Sammy should
I'm
work
getting
on
mine.
moving there.
I'm getting mine.
Yeah.
I think we're all going to Hawaii.
I'm getting mine.
Bevo later went on to get knocked up because Sam did not pull out early enough because they use the rhythm method.
That was the moment. Oh.
That's called the parent method.
So we call that the Hindsight Award for 2011.
That's certainly well deserved.
That is, Hawaii is the parent trap, I think, is what it is.
Oh, man. What a mess.
Too bad she's not here to make a speech.
It is too bad. She was supposed to be. But
we call her, maybe? Nah, we should probably.
I can see her boobs from here.
All right, the final piece of audio I have for tonight, and to wrap up our BN Awards, Nicole Ernie, our chat moderator / resident master cicerone, because we have those now. We're that big.
Chick.
/ hot chick / host / everything Nicole does for us.
Future mother.
She was certain.
Are you going to Hawaii?
No.
Are you guys pregnant, Nate?
No. They haven't been to Hawaii yet. Make that clear. No.
Wow, you guys could be the Hindsight Award next year.
Yeah.
Only if we go to Hawaii, apparently. I know to avoid that one.
And by the way, when I say Big Island, I'm not talking about Hawaii.
Nicole was certain that we were going to give an award for the most robbed of Drunk of the Week. Because, she couldn't be in the running for Drunk of the Year.
Right.
Because
she never really won, right?
That's right.
No. We didn't give away our Drunk of the Year, did we?
No.
Fuck,
we haven't done that yet, God.
Dude. Can I throw a
category miss?
What time is it?
This glass at your head.
It's a long show.
Category missed?
Oh my God.
It's a two-parter. So
should we do Drunk of the Week first, or Drunk of the Year first?
Before you do Nicole's
No.
acceptance
We need
speech?
to end with Drunk of the Year.
Yeah, we'll end with Drunk of the Year, like we always do.
Right.
So Nicole thought we were going to give a most robbed of Drunk of the Week award. So she was so confident that she actually sent in an acceptance speech, which I kind of then put her into the category of person I used to like before she sent in an acceptance speech
before she was nominated
for an award that doesn't exist. So anyway, I thought I'd play that for you. Here is the acceptance speech from Nicole Ernie for most robbed of Drunk of the Week.
Hi, BN Army. I'm sorry I could not be there tonight to accept the award for Most Robbed of Drunk of the Week. It is truly an honor to be the recipient of this prestigious award. First, I want to thank all my fans. I couldn't have done this without you. I'm winning this award for you and for every single one of you who lost the Drunk of the Week medal because someone's girlfriend's dad's wife pretended to puke on the air. This one is for you, brother. We deserve it. We endured prolonged hangovers and lost productivity on countless Mondays with no prize for our efforts except a bin full of recycling and an unexplained bruise. Without us, the chat room would be less hostile and the brewcasters would have no one to make fun of. I have a few people I'd like to thank that helped make this possible. Uncle 8 Blonde, Tasty's Pale Ale, Triple Rock IMAX and the Dankness, Firestone Walker Double Jack, Heretic, Evil Twin, Evil Cuds. Justin, shut that shit off! I'm not done yet! Founded Corollas Cuvée de Noël 2009, Drake's Barrel Aged Draconic, Lagunitas Sucks and Gnarly Wine, Rochefort 8, and any others I might be forgetting. Want to make a special point? Not to thank the brewcaster douchebags that failed to see my raw talent when it was right in front of them. I want to make a special point not to thank the brewcaster douchebags that failed to see my raw talent when it was right in front of them. Each of these ass clowns were blinded to my blackouts, instead awarding Drunk of the Week to half-hearted callers and not realizing their mistake until the raging after party at the Rat Pad where they all stood in awe and said, "Whoa, this broad is fucked up." So thank you, listeners. You drive me to drink.
All right, Nicole Ernie.
Very impressive. I can see why she's a master cicerone. She is good.
Accepting her non-nomination for drunk of the not being drunk of the week.
And a mysterious bruise.
Now I know why you're not going to Hawaii.
She should be a professional fucking
When she
wrestler.
conceived that idea, I said, when she said that, I was like, you're not actually going to do that, are you? All right.
Actually, I think we have some video of it that might show up in the BN Army blog. She did some video acceptance of her non-award.
Thanks to a little App 12 assistance on that one, too. Yeah.
Amen to that. Yeah. All right, let's end the show with the most coveted award ever, every single year. The only award that really matters is this one.
There's a magical time at the end of each show when like beautiful heavenly spirits emerging from the mists of love and kindness. The phone rings, and we bask in the delights of our drunks of the week. Now, here are your nominees for the Brewing Network Drunk of the Year.
Oh, yeah. This one's important, folks.
The big one.
Your first nominee, Sarah, 36C. Sarah, where are you?
I'm at a pediatrics party.
Nice. A lot of wine at that party.
And drunk.
And drunk, huh?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No apology.
My titties, except on a different occasion, because this man that is hosting the party is absolutely handsome.
Are you trying to...
No, he's married. His wife is here. It's okay.
I like how it's he's married, not I'm married.
Right.
No, I mean, that's an exception. But what?
Right.
I miss you guys. I want to
We miss you too.
come out and enjoy the show. Oh, yes, you do.
All right. Blobber, anything else you'd like to say to Sarah?
Yeah, I want to know if she wants to sing a song with me.
Everybody.
Apparently her phone just turned into a cat.
Right.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
You transmit so good.
So there's a lot of backlash in the forum about Sarah.
hating her. What is their problem? They just don't like the vocal quality.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
However, the girl was drunk every goddamn
Real
phone
hammered,
call.
right? Yeah.
All right, that's your first nominee. Your second nominee for your
I love this
2011-2012 Drunk of the Week.
Yeah.
We know him as Who Ate All the Pies. Pies, what time did you start drinking?
80s.
By yourself?
But yeah, Mrs. Pies and Junior Pies, or Party Pies, as I like to call him. They were still asleep when I woke up. And,
Party Pies.
Yeah, I had a couple of Berliner Weisses. Then I had to do a couple of errands. So yeah, pretty much started at 10 past 8.
I don't know. Who starts drinking at 10 past 8 by themselves?
Fucking Aussies, man.
People who listen to shows on the other side of the world, you idiots. If my only entertainment came from Australia, then I'd be up at a normal time. But because you guys, for some fucked out reason, entertain me, I have to get up early to listen to you. So just deal with it.
And I cannot understand get it from the pie.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like. Fucking Who Ate All the Pies, ladies and gentlemen.
I love that man so much.
But the pertinent part at the end, he said, "Deal with it."
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
I thought he said grease the wheel. I have no idea what he said.
You can't tell.
No, he says, "Deal with it."
The only part I understood is I said, "Have you been drinking by yourself?" And he said, "No, I've been with Mrs. Pies and my son Little Pies, who we like to call Party Pies."
Yeah, Party Pies.
Fucking Party Pies is the best name for a kid I've ever heard.
Dude, I think if I ever get cursed with a child,
Party
if I
Pies.
can't afford an abortion, its
Great.
Greek Orthodox name will be Party Pie.
Yeah, hang on. Note to self: I have to pay for JP's therapy and his abortion.
Yeah, Chipper's a Republican right up until the time his girlfriend gets knocked up.
Right.
What do I do about these cuts in my arm?
Right. Fucking Party Pies. So, look, Who Ate All the Pies has been nominated before. He's always a great drunk.
He's won before.
All right.
I think.
Your next nominee, Fierce Beard. Fierce Beard's on the line for Drunk of the Week. What's up, man?
We got money for you. It looks like I'd give money.
I'll tell you what, it's...
See you drink the booby milk. If you haven't tried it, it's great. It's been a while, but it wasn't so bad when I had it.
What does it taste like?
Well, it tasted like some other guy's kid. It was all right, though. I mean, it was sweet.
I got to stop it right there. Is it me, or does Fierce Beard sound like Norm Macdonald?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Listen to this. This is Norm Macdonald.
Like the other day, I was having a dream of I was in a pool with Christy Brinkley. We were approaching each other there, and then I woke up. And I tried to...
Fierce Beard. Fierce Beard's on the line for Drunk of the Week. What's up, man?
We got money for you. It looks like I'd give money.
I'll tell you what.
Pretty
It's
sure
Fierce Beard is fucking Norm Macdonald.
If you haven't tried it, it's great. It's been a while, but it wasn't so bad when I had it.
What does it taste like?
You knew.
Well, it tasted like some other guy's kid. It was
That's
all right,
Norm
though.
Macdonald.
That's Norm Macdonald.
It was sweet.
It's like another guy's kid. Also, what the fuck does that mean?
I think I've said on the air before, I'm a sad and lonely man, and I'll take what I can get. I'll just nobody's done it really, so I'll just do the
Here's Beard.
I forgot he was the blitter.
Yeah.
I think that's what sold us on him.
And it tasted like someone's kid, and I said, hey, what's with this boob in my mouth?
It tasted like someone's
I mean,
kid.
I've had kids, but I mean...
You know, last year we had a tough time with Drunk of the Year because the calls weren't fantastic. This year, it's a tough choice.
Yeah.
This is Swilly the Knight calling in.
God, this is a
You know, I feel shat. It was a shitload of
turned into a Clydesdale.
Had a language breakdown there.
Hey, where's Cassie?
She left because she was mad at me. She's been mad at me forever.
What's she mad at you for? What'd you do?
You want to know what she's mad at me for? She's more of a guy than I am. It's really bad because she just wants to bang it all the time, and I'm like, you're a man.
So, is she ugly?
No. Oh, well, she had a banging body.
So she's a butterface.
You just called your girlfriend a butterface on the air.
I actually didn't know.
If you were to change one thing about your girlfriend, what would it be? Her face?
What I'm saying right now is that my name is JP and I have a girlfriend. Therefore, my girlfriend is a butterface. Right?
Yeah.
You give her a cock? Who said that? Whoever said that has the biggest wiener in the world and who's super handsome.
That's you, JP.
Oh, wait, what?
Cock was JP.
That was me.
I thought it was.
You could change one thing about her. What would you do? Give her a cock. That's funny.
So some really good Drunk of the Weeks to culminate in the Drunk of the Year award.
I need another beer.
Your nominees, once again, for Drunk of the Year are Sarah, 36C.
She's won more. She's won more than once, I think.
She's won a few. Drunk of the Week. Who ate all the pies?
Oh yeah,
I love that man.
Fiercebeard or Norm Macdonald.
Yes.
And Swilly the Knight.
Oh
yeah. Right. And your winner of the 2011-2012 Drunk of the Year, the most coveted award of all. Swilly the Knight! Yeah!
Play it again.
Swilly
Play it again.
the Knight. And here's why.
You know, I feel shat. It was a shitload of
turned into a Clydesdale.
Language breakdown there.
Hey, where's Cassie?
She left because she was mad at me. She's been mad at me forever.
What's she mad at you for? What'd you do?
You want to know what she's mad at me for? She's more of a guy than I am. It's really bad because she just wants to bang it all the time, and I'm like, you're a man.
So, is she ugly?
No. Oh, well, she had a banging body.
So she's a butterface.
You just called your girlfriend a butterface on the air.
I actually didn't know.
If you were to change one thing about your girlfriend, what would it be? Her face?
Face.
What I'm saying right now is that my name is JP and I have a girlfriend. Therefore, my girlfriend is a butterface.
There you go. Now, listen, we get a lot of complaints about how we judge on Drunk of the Week and Drunk of the Year. And a lot of it is, if they show you their tags, they're not drunk enough. They weren't as drunk as me. If you're going to... This guy called in just a couple of times.
Honesty.
His entire Drunk of the Year award was based on this phone call right here.
Yes.
He was drunk as fuck. He called his girlfriend a butterface on the air. He had all the components of a drunken retard. That's our Drunk of the Year, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Swilly the Knight. And you know what that means? It's time for his song. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody must participate. Terrence and Susie Q, get ready for the Drunk of the Year song. Drunk, 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 drunk of the year. Swilly Knight is the drunk of the year. Drunk, 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 drunk.
gentlemen. Yeah.
Expect the medal in the morning.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, what another great year of awards, huh, guys?
That was amazing. I barely lived through it.
It was just, it was something.
Amazing.
It was pretty amazing.
Amazing.
Are we done?
We got the Twitter game.
It's only been 5 hours.
Is that it?
Actually, it's almost been 6 hours.
We got the Twitter game.
Do it. What do we got?
All right, Twitter game challenge was to sum up 2011 for the BN in 6 words or less. I had a hard time sussing it all out.
I don't like Twitter.
Bad Rock says sophisticated increase in quaffable content. Geist Beer says same stupidity, different year. John Foster, our buddy John Foster at Beer School, says BN sells dildos to the Banarmy.
Oh.
Our buddy Mills says Jay finally makes money. Damn Mayans.
Oh.
And then Steel Steve says hella sick.
Hella sick.
Iconis, I'm JP sucked it all year long. Matt Photo says Chevy Regal, that shit be healthy.
Chevy Regal.
Eric Rock says Bevo baby, BYOB, biscuit, boobies, and beer. And Village Brew says Moscow starts up BN NPR.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your submissions, my friend.
JP, who's the winner?
I'll lose.
I kind of like Matt Photo M Photo at Chevy Regal. That should be healthy.
Hell yeah!
Healthy.
I like it.
And we also got plugs.
Shit, yeah.
All right. Thanks for another great year of submissions and content. We hope for more songs, more Drunk of the Week calls, more callers of the year, more great guests, more of everything that makes the BN Awards happen.
More songs, more show content.
Bring it on.
Yeah, bring it strong, guys.
This is your show.
Yes. Here's what I'm going to do, JP.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to give you a music bed to do your
God, no.
To do your
butt plugs.
Your plugs.
What's it going to be?
However, I have to end the show because I feel like we did Song of the Year, and the song deserved it, Modern Hearts from Trophy Fire.
Yes.
But a song that has been near and dear to all of our hearts. It was our favorite song at BNA 6. It's by one of our favorite bands. So I'm going to let you do your plugs to the bed, and then we're going to go out, though, right after that, to community property.
Oh, good news.
Because it has to be done. But I don't want you talking over community property.
I would never do that.
Because it deserves our respect.
It's true. It's a moment of silence song.
Don't make me come over this table.
So,
you have a call. I don't know if you want to do that.
I don't give a shit about calls at this point.
I mean, it's an acceptance speech.
I don't care. Who is it? Why don't you do your plugs, and if we have to take it, we will. All
right.
I'll let you do it to this.
Sir?
Thank you to our show sponsor, More Beer. You can get absolutely everything you need to make great beer at home by going to morebeer.com. Redhook.com for all the information you need to know about Red Hook beers. And our good friend, Jen Talley. Thanks for coming on. Trophy Fire's new album entitled Modern Hearts is available now at graydayrecords.com. Pick up that record and support our friend and yours, Mr. Adam Schumann. Get all the latest information on Nate's band Brain Oil by going to brainoil.com and check out Nate on Twitter at Nathan Homebrew. Nicole is on Twitter now. Follow her at Beer Muse, the first female master cicerone. Tasty wants you to know that San Francisco Beer Week will be February 10th through February 19th. Go to sfbeerweek.org for the schedule of events. The 11th annual Double IPA Festival will be held at the Bistro in Hayward, California on February 11th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Those two events brought to you by Tasty McDole. Keep up to date on what's on JP's mind by checking out his blog at moderndaymerrick.blogspot.com and follow him on Twitter at Major Jip. And be sure to find the Brewing Network on Facebook and Twitter.
All right, we'll go to the phones real quick because we had Bevo call in. Bevo, what's happening?
Hi.
Hi,
What exactly is hindsight? The hindsight award.
Well,
what does that mean?
if you knew, you wouldn't have a kid.
Exactly what we mean.
You look at your ass and you say, "Oh,
your baby was a mistake." We all know it.
No, she was not.
She's a gift from God.
You called in drunk from Hawaii saying that Sam forgot to pull out.
Did I actually say that?
Yeah. Yes, that was a mistake.
That's your line.
Oh my God. Okay. First of all, that's a surprise.
Yeah, that's what my mother told me. By the way, don't worry, I'm not going to tell baby Esther or anything, but let's be honest that you guys didn't, you weren't like, hey, Sam, go ahead and knock me up. He forgot to pull out.
We won't tell her unless you let her. Let's change her name.
Let's play the clip.
Yeah, Bevo, did you hear it? Listen again. Listen again.
Please.
No.
Did you hear the clip?
No, I was at dinner.
Listen.
You don't remember calling in?
I think it's time for you to...
I sort of remember calling in. I don't remember what I said, though.
I want you...
Well, this is why you won the Hindsight Award.
So
here you go. This is you, Bevo, this is you just before you got knocked up.
Which one did it, 1 or 7?
Here you go. This is you just before you got knocked up. Hey, Bevo, how drunk are you right now?
Real drunk.
Excellent. What island you at?
We're on Kauai.
The island of fucking drunk.
What's it like being with Sammy on an island for 3 days?
He's getting laid tonight, isn't he?
I've had sex 7 times.
Wow.
With who? How many times? How about
3
Sammy?
days?
How about Sammy?
All right, you want to tell us what you've had to drink for Drunk of the Week?
Besides Sam?
I've had 5 Mai Tais. Wait, let's be honest. The last time I went to Hawaii, I came home with a kidney infection. This is the island or the state of sex for me.
Sammy should work on. There you go, Beav. And a couple weeks later, pregnant.
Yeah. What's that about?
Oh, my God.
Hindsight Award. You got yours for sure.
Let me...
It was probably when you got home, right?
Well, we didn't let you do that, sweetheart. You just went away and did it. Yeah. You know, we tried to tell you.
Was in that room when I made that call. He allowed me to make that dumb-ass call.
But did he then allow Sam to finish inside of you?
No, he wasn't in the room at that point.
And that's why you get the Hindsight Award.
Oops. Whatever.
Would you like to make your...
I got an award. Thank you, guys.
There you go. That's our Bevo.
And we are, too.
All right. Well, we missed you here tonight because I wanted you here to accept the award.
I couldn't make it.
In hindsight, I'll never go to Kauai again.
You know,
yes, I will.
Your both of your breasts also won the Future Fallen Soldiers Award. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, that's wrong.
I know, we didn't mean to, but they did.
Well, don't blame us, blame Sam.
Blame gravity on it.
Yeah, I lobbied for it to be the Present is Beautiful Award, but Justin insisted on Future Fallen Soldiers.
Right.
You know, it is what it is.
All
right,
it won't be for long.
We love you. We have to go now.
It's like 10:30. You guys need to get off the air.
It's actually like 11 o'clock. So
good night, Beef. Thanks.
Change your time.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Thanks for another great year of brewcasting. And here is to a good year coming up, right, guys?
Yeah.
We got a lot of good guests, and it's going to be a good time. So thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for doing everything that we do, that you do, that she does, that they do.
The voodoo that you do so well?
That you do.
We love you people
so well.
We really do.
I will give you the stars in the sky, but they're too far away. If you are a hooker, you know I'd be happy to pay. If suddenly you were a guy, I'd be suddenly gay. 'Cause my heart belongs to you. My love is pure and true. My heart belongs to you. But my cock is community property. You're the only girl that I like to screw when I'm not on the road. When I come home, my dinner's made and the front lawn is mowed. I'll kiss your mouth even after you swallow my love. 'Cause my heart belongs to you. There head to my feet. I think of you and I can't help but fondle my meats. I see your face every time that I go out and cheat. Ugh.